Good evening, everybody, and welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have
Matthew, and I'm playing Clever Stitch, the Tabaxi Arcane Archer.
Pixie, I'm playing Fable Frost, the Ace Genasi Phoenix All Sorcerer with a splash of Bard.
Andrew, I'm playing Talon Vale, the Kalashtar Divination Wizard.
Hey, this is Maz playing Talroth Oakenblade, the Wood Elf Scout.
And I'm Kez, and I'm playing Treasure Nightcrafter, the Tiefling Barbarian.
All right. This is Disasters in Danger. It is our D&D 5e high fantasy game. We are very excited to be here with you guys. We are coming towards the end of this campaign. We're going to have some summer shows and a lot of fun stuff. Let's take a quick trip around the table. If somebody wants to tell them about our good friends at Norse Foundry, and if you guys have any other streaming channels or projects you want to plug, go for it. Matthew, tell us about Norse Foundry. Well, if you unmute yourself, that'll help.
Norse Foundry? You mean the fantastic people that make dice and dice accoutrement and anything and everything that you could want dice and D&D related? Those people? Yeah, they're good friends of the channel. They do... oh, that's bright. They do fun dice like this. It's metal. They also do like gems, and they do regular dice, and I think they even do like bone dice and stuff. It's really fucking cool. They also have dice trays, dice boxes, everything. And they are friends of the channel. They help support our show. So in order to show them support so that you can show us support and get yourself dice, go on over to Norse Foundry and use the code REPRPG for 15% off of your entire order, which whenever you as the DM are apologizing for TPKing your people like 2 years into a campaign, that's a great way for you to save some money whenever you give them all dice to say sorry. So do that. And save yourself some money whenever you do it. Again, that's use the code REPRPG, REPRPG, to get 15% off of your entire order.
Fantastic. Andrew, what are you up to these days?
Currently nothing, but starting June 26th, Easy to Spell with 2 L's, because the name's Easy to Spell and we did it wrong anyways. We're coming back with our new campaign, The City of Avarice. Really excited. We put a lot of work kind of in the build up to it. We've been doing lore drops and everything on Twitter, kind of trying to build up the suspense as we buy time to get ready. June 26th, that's Sunday. We usually play around 5 o'clock Mountain Time, which is going to be 7 o'clock Eastern. Hopefully we see you guys coming and hanging out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Mars, what do you got going on?
Well, been hopping in with a friend of mine, GM Dave, over at Roleplay Gains, just jumping in on his Arcanist, the World of Shattered Empires campaign. Think ancient Rome, but with magic.
Sounds awesome. Sounds really cool. Kez, how about you?
I am also part of that Shattered Empires game, but aside from that, I am prepping for QuestCon, which will be coming up soon. And with that, commissions are currently closed while I'm trying to do prep for that. But if you do end up heading up QuestCon, I'll have plenty of prints and things like that, including my new gelatinous cube, which she went viral over the weekend. So
Because she's fucking perfect.
she's fantastic.
I love her. I'm obsessed.
So that'll be a chance to pick up stuff for the gelatinous cube, including the first time I'm ever having these at my table, keychains.
Ooh, that's going to be awesome. I'm excited to see some keychains. Pixie, you want to take a moment since you ran downstairs to bring me some Dayquil, which I
Hi,
appreciate.
hello. I'm here to take care of both of us who are actively dying right now. I am a cozy variety streamer here at my name in the chat. Hello, Chaos Pixie Magic, all platforms. There, you can click my name. I'm also currently pushing to meet a brand new self-imposed and going to keep to it if it fucking kills me deadline to finish my last book. I have a date. I have a time frame. I'm ready to fucking go. So stay tuned to see how that goes. As I'm about to start live streaming my writing streams with my new ASMR keyboard. It's a typewriter and it glows and it makes the good click clacks and I'm so fucking happy with it. Oh my god. So I love it. That's it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys, each and every one of you, for being here. Thank you to you guys in the audience for being here with us. If there is nothing else, let's jump into this night's adventure of Disasters in Danger. Our adventure is currently taking place in the city of Brass on the elemental plane of fire. In this moment, two of the archivists, Fable and Treasure, have been drawn to this city built on the back of cruelty and slavery, run by Afriti, an ancient fire elementals who have stolen the rebirthing power of phoenixes and locked them away, using them in a constant cycle of rebirth to produce the fire elementals needed to bind them to these elemental airships or warships. You guys have devised, at the very least, the outline of a plan to infiltrate and free the Phoenix that helped liberate Fable's family once long ago. Her parents and or forefathers, I'm not quite sure which one.
Parents.
Parents specifically.
Parents,
Okay.
yeah.
Very close. Good. Okay. Once bound and kept to this similar fate, were liberated by the Phoenix Spirit many years ago, and now that spirit is awakened within Fable, and you all are about to attempt to reunite mind and body. To the background of this, Treasure is locked in a marriage pact that has, like any good marriage pact, many clauses and loopholes and all of those fun.
I think we got
things.
married wrong, babe.
Well, what can we say? I did it right. You don't know what you signed, so there you go. Hey, I kid. And you guys have although it may cripple or stifle or put their back against the wall, you are hoping that by freeing this Phoenix Prince, you will gain a powerful ally within the city that may be able to help you renegotiate said contract. Am I missing anything key?
We're all awesome badasses. You can't convince us fucking otherwise.
That is true. You absolutely are. What level are you guys at now? 13? Cool. All right. You guys are in the Wounded Rose. It is yours to tell me where and how we go from here. So, at your leisure, my friends.
I think our plan from last week was to wait until noon when it was going to be the least populated through the city. And were we wanting to teleport there or save that as like a get out?
So
Teleport and get out some other way.
yeah, so I think the logistics part of the plan was, and see, this is where it gets a little bit iffy, because I know that we wanted to have some layer of maybe invisibility, because we only have one teleport, yeah? And so we had vaguely figured out that if 2 people cast invisibility, it won't waste all of the high level spells that will be required for all of us to be invisible. So if, so Talon has to, obviously you have to teleport us in, and then you were gonna cast, theoretically, you could cast invisibility on I think 3 of us, which would be a high enough level to where it's not wasting the high level spell to get us invisible later. And then And then Fable could cast invisibility on the other 2 of us, which was be within her spell level capability.
Yes.
And so we would be invisible, all link hands, all grope around to link hands, and then teleport in.
This is the tricky part, is because Talon can't be invisible before teleporting. Because if he casts the teleport spell...
I thought we'd landed on go invisible if we have to scatter and run, and don't try to find each other, just fucking go.
Well, so that was when we leave.
Yeah, when we leave, but if we don't have the spells left...
I've had 2 weeks to dial this in.
Yeah, no, listen, also, all of our minds may have changed on the subject. This is the whole night, and Cody doesn't know it yet.
So, so invisibility drops if you cast any spell.
Yep. Any
Yes.
spell.
Yeah. So,
Greater
at that
invisibility doesn't, but it lasts a minute
it's-
compared
yeah,
to an
Invisibility, which is an hour. Yes.
hour. So,
I think, honestly, I think walking like normal people closer and seeing how the crowds are, and then deciding if we want to waste our spells with teleport or invisibility or anything might be, because we haven't actually been out at noon. We haven't checked the area during the duller times of day.
So
the risk being exhaustion.
Yeah, so we did. Talon was able to do a little bit of recon about
I remember
crowds, right?
Yeah.
So we know that the crowds are going to be fairly light.
Yeah.
But the exhaustion is the scary thing, which I think is why we wanted to teleport.
Yeah, jump as quickly as possible. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can also just forego the invisibility, and when we get in there, we just kind of like
yeet and stab.
Balls to the wall.
Yeah,
go as fast as we can.
Could be a possibility. And now is the Assassin's Creed mentality of, are there alarms we're going to have to deactivate fucking immediately? I feel like probably yes. Someone cut the rope. Someone cut the rope.
Because
at the very least, I do have that magic trap sense if I need to, and we've got Talroth as well who can deactivate things. Plus, the 2 of you guys do have dispels if there need be, right? So we've got that covered.
Yeah, and like Talroth and Clever Stitch are both fairly stealthy. Like I'm not quite as good as Talroth is, but I have advantage and a +10 to my stealth. So I don't particularly need to be invisible if we can get somewhere kind of shadowy.
Here's also the thing. I can, because I actually don't have invisibility on my spell list, I'm burning through some of those cast any spell of level 5 or less things. Greater invisibility is 4th level. Invisibility is 2nd level. I'm burning something anyway. By casting it, I might as well cast greater invisibility on Talon, so he can cast shit if he needs to. Again, it only lasts a minute, but we can still get him there fast if we need to, or something.
The other thing is, any invisibility or anything is only going to be good up until the
door
anti-magic field,
yes,
which is what I'm hoping to actually be able to teleport us, like right next to. Anyway, is the goal.
But we might want to skip invisibility for the moment and use it as an emergency. But it's true. If we're gonna lose our spells the moment we fly through the door, let's save. Let's not waste as much as we possibly can.
Yeah. And as a backup, I can cast invisibility on everyone.
Great.
Yeah. I think that I know that we had discussed that since we're not going to be able to just teleport out, that we're probably going to have to invisibility and just scatter at the end.
Yes. Yeah.
Unless, listen, maybe this Phoenix is going to just fly us out.
He's just going to burn the entire city down, and we're just going to be in a bubble.
And it won't matter.
It'll be fine.
It won't matter how we get out, because
it'll be fine.
It will get us out.
Yes, I'm hoping that as well. But again, the plan is everybody fucking scatter. Don't try to stick with each other. We'll not be able to find each other invisible. We'll just waste time. And we'll all meet at the Rose.
Yes, at the Rose.
Like, we will climb up a back ladder, a back door, end up in someone's bedroom, like when you sneak out of your room at your house when you're a kid. And you don't want your parents to know you just snuck back in. Because, like, Jealous doesn't know we're leaving.
Correct.
Someone needs to leave a rope ladder. Someone needs to
Also-
leave their window unlocked.
I
So
know
we
that-
can get back in.
I know that I had asked this last time, and I just don't remember the answer, and I think the answer is no, but can anybody cast Pass Without a Trace?
It was Sirach specifically.
Because I knew Sirach. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Sirach used to, and I think that's it. I think
I
he's
hate
the only person that can. Okay, that's perfectly fine then. Then yeah, I guess we just
Fucking go.
go.
Listen, I'm not wild about it either, but we're not, like, there's...
Cody,
Yes.
bags of holding and haversacks.
Yeah.
Anti-magic field.
Right. Rules as written, they should dump everything.
Oh,
Okay, then okay, then follow-up question, and I don't even know if we have any potions that will be useful. I really should have looked into this. If we carry a
Potions-
potion through,
They so once you get to the other side, the magic of your persistent magic items are going to kick back in. The issue specifically with the bags of holding is that they'll spit everything out,
Then you have to dump it all back in.
If you'd gather it back and you'd stuff it back in.
you'd have to reach
got it,
through
got it,
the
got it,
door
got it.
again and pull it.
Okay.
Or just you'd be stuffing it out there. Your potions are going to be okay.
Okay.
You won't be able to take them while you are in the anti-magic field.
sure.
But once you clear the anti-magic field, all of your magical items will reboot essentially.
Okay. Okay. we have a potion of stone skin. If anybody wants to drink it right before we go. I think that is technically in Talroth's inventory, so I don't really want to offer it up to anybody. Obviously.
But you should probably, if we're
gets-
going to have someone take
But
it,
if-
take
yeah,
it
like-
early.
Well, exactly, and that's just kind of my thought. Is I know that we are also all hoarders, and we don't use consumables. So
The fuck are you talking about? I have not possessed any consumables. I have
Listen.
0 on my sheet.
I know, because they're all in the loot sheet. Okay.
Yeah, no, I have a tiny baby dragon. Nope, tiny baby dinosaur who lives in my pocket and is fine. I have a scroll of remove curse, and I have 4 times left to cast any 5th level spell. No, it's not even
Yeah.
lower. Oh, so I couldn't have done that fucking anyway. Any 5th level spell, hard cap. 5th level specifically was the weird quirk that happened in the library. I'm gonna look up some weird 5th level spells for this fight.
Also remember, you can cast a spell that's lower, upcast.
Yeah,
it
I know,
to
but I'm
fifth
not
level.
going to waste a 5th level spell on a normal invisibility. That feels very impractical. If I
Cast
can't, like,
up to 5th level.
yeah. Okay.
During this time, Treasure is going to be getting together a munchie of some sorts to share with everybody.
Okay. I know.
With your new cooking ability.
Yep. They're going to be spicy cherry cordials because I've realized she enjoys sweets.
Talroth, looked like you had something you wanted to say.
Yeah, no, I was gonna chime in that looking through my stuff, I don't have the potion of stone skin. I know he did have it for something, but I can't remember when, like what kind of fight that was for.
Fuck if I know. I just see it on the loot sheet and it's colored green, so I assume it was in Talroth's
I
inventory.
think Talroth had it. I believe you gave it to Thozen at some point.
That's right, I given it to Thozen so he stayed alive for something.
Did he use it?
No. Like the rest of us.
Okay, solid.
The only one I know I have is the potion of growth.
Okay. So yeah, so we have a potion of growth. We have a potion of invulnerability, but it only lasts for a minute. So it will not be as useful in this situation. Potion of stone skin, potion of resistance poison, I think we still have. I'm not sure.
Honestly, I'd say the invulnerability and the stone skin, probably split those between, no offense, the two squishies, Fable
Yeah.
and Talon.
Yeah, the only issue
How
is that the
dare you speak something
invulnerability,
so accurate into existence?
honestly, the invulnerability lasts for a minute, and if what
minute
Cody
is-
was
Yeah, one
Yes,
minute
but
is
if-
still, yeah.
if what Cody was saying, if I understood it, we have to drink potions before we go through.
I think you should drink them after you go through.
So no, sorry. I thought that you said that we couldn't drink them while we were.
Well,
Not
you're in it,
in
but
it?
it's a thin wall. It's not the whole room. Isn't going to be anti-magic. The spell doesn't last that big.
See,
It's going
and
to be
that's the
through
thing
the
is,
door.
I thought it
Not a
was in
dome.
the dome of anti-magic or whatever. We couldn't drink it in there. Then never mind. Go for it. Both of you take those potions.
Anti-magic field versus anti-magic zone. Either way, anti-magic field is only a 10-foot radius, which
Gotcha,
means if we
okay.
get in the room, it is
Then
going
we're
to
good.
be we're fine.
Okay,
Just we got to make
lit.
sure we get through the room
Then yeah, I think
Yeah.
that you guys should
into the room.
take
Yeah.
that. We have
Either way, we need to make sure that we have them on our person and not in the bag of holding or the haversack.
Correct.
Is what we're. I
Correct.
think
Yes,
the biggest
because
point.
yes, the biggest point is all of these things have to come out of the bag of holding and need to go into people's inventories.
Yes, agreed. That's
So one
I
of
would
the
have
two
thought
of
to ask
you-
that. Like,
One of the two of you gets to take each of one of those because I'm okay with that. Treasure, are you
I-
okay with? Okay, perfect. And Talroth, he suggested it, so I assumed he's fine.
I have a terrible idea.
Uh huh.
Can we bring Cafe with us?
Cafes in the dwarves.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gave.
the
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I
we
couldn't
gave-
remember if
we
she
gave
was.
her to the Black King.
I couldn't remember if she'd followed us, because if so, I would like to bring her with us because I think her escaping into the city is a really good distraction for us. But I'm good. I couldn't. I wasn't sure if she had attached to us. No one had checked for a while if she just decided to come with us anyway because she's weird. So like, if we happen to see her floating around in the bush, if she happens to pop up, let's just take her with us. Like, what's
Yeah.
the worst it could do? Okay, good. Just making sure.
Yeah, no. What happened with that one? She took the dragon orb, took it. In
I
the
remember
jar.
that.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that. Like,
Treasure's passing out cherry cordials, by the way. Everybody get 5 10 hit points.
Perfect. Thank you. 5, 10
Thank
hit
you.
points. If nobody is upset with it, I'm going to take the. I'm gonna. Where did it just go? I just went to my character sheet, so it disappeared. I'm gonna grab the Alchemist Frost. If nobody is opposed to that.
And Pixie, do you want the invulnerability potion or the stone skin?
what do they do again?
Stone Skin gives you resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
I'm
but it-
gonna
and it
take the
lasts for an
potion of
hour.
invulnerability because it's
Invulnerability is
all
all
damage.
damage, and it's for a minute.
For a minute is fine, but it's all damage.
Correct.
No, I'll
Correct.
take the stone skin.
All right.
Okay, perfect.
As someone who is more likely to be up close and personal with people like an idiot, I'm gonna take the invulnerability one because Talon can just yeet from afar, and I like to get in because then they burn when they touch me. So like, I get close to people like a fool.
True.
And I think Treasure has the other potion of growth. I have one. She has the other.
Okay. Perfect. And then I put it in the chat, but we have 3 potions of healing. It looks like maybe one of them is in Talroth's inventory, one of them has been unassigned, and one of them was with Olaroon? Is with
the-
Treasure? Question mark?
I forgot to mark that potion of healing off. I had already used that one.
The one that was given to you?
Yeah, that one got used.
Okay, perfect. So we have an unclaimed one, one that is maybe in Treasure's inventory, and we also have a potion of healing greater. One of those should go to somebody.
I'll take one of the greater potions of healing. I don't have any.
Okay,
Oh yes.
if you don't have that in your inventory, do you, Kez? Okay,
I do
then
not.
It will go to Talon, and so we have 2 regular potions of healing. Does anybody want those?
I'll take one, just a regular.
Okay,
Yep. And I'll take the other one in case
Yeah,
I need
'cause
to
you get up-
feed it to somebody.
got it. Got
well,
it.
also
Got
because
it.
you again get up closer to enemies.
Okay, and then we potions of growth. One of those you said was with Fable.
One was with me, and I think Treasure was taking
Yeah,
the other
no,
one.
not me.
Treasure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
okay.
the other one, but I also
Perfect.
wanted to point out I have the ability to grow as just part of a wild magic surge. Do we still want me to have that one?
I think you should still have that one, if only because there's not a ton of other people get a ton of use out of it, and in case you don't wild magic into being large, this is kind of a guarantee that you can be large. Other consumables that we have that are not as useful but still technically exist, Potion of Resist Poison, I don't think is going to be terribly useful. Potion of Water Breathing sure isn't going to be useful.
I've been curious about that potion of Become Ooze.
Yeah, you become an ooze for a minute.
It is as advertised.
And the DM
now-
gets
As well
to
bring it.
determine what type of ooze it is.
Listen, can we talk about the fact that it's a really, really good thing that Screebers already took that massive good and evil potential potion? Because that could have been a
Absolutely.
really bad time right now. If
Also
we'd been
true.
like, in this city full of people owning people, now's the time to show off some weird magic shit. No.
This is true.
Wrong, incorrect.
I think whose inventory is that actually in? That's not a color that exists for anybody. Do we know who has Otto's Potion of Throat Shaving?
I think that was Saride before.
Okay, then Kenzie hasn't. Never mind. Okay. Then other than that, anything else that we have a Scroll of Crusader's Mantle, which I think the only person that can use it, I don't think anybody can, because I think for scrolls it has to be on your spell list. Unless you have a weird wizard thing that allows you to, okay. And we have a Scroll of Phantom Steed.
If it's you have to make a spellcasting ability check if it's not on your spell list. And if it's not of a level you can cast, then it would be at disadvantage. That's
Gotcha.
that's
Just
Um,
like when I
house rule.
copy a scroll into my spellbook, the scroll remains intact, right?
no scroll's destroyed.
Oh no. Okay, we do not have that scroll of Phantom Steed anymore then.
Got
I
it.
copied that one in my spellbook.
Got it. It looks like. See, it looks like Talroth has the Scroll of Crusader's Mantle. I would, based on the sheet, it could be, or that might have been in the dead character, whatever. So
Raised.
Talon, do you want this Scroll of Crusader's Mantle?
Sure, yeah, that's
Okay, you got it.
hold on to it.
You got it. I'm just trying to make sure that we have consumables that we will actually use. I don't know if this is going to be as bad of a fight as I'm thinking it's going to be, but still.
Let's make sure we bring the rope of climbing just in
Yes. And that is exactly what I was about to talk about too, is I wanted to bring the rope of climbing. I don't need it, but I can hold on to it if people want me to. Because I have a climb speed, so I don't really need it, but if anybody else doesn't want to carry it, I will be more than happy to.
I mean, I can carry things regardless. I mean, have much strength, will carry.
Perfect, then Treasure has that. I have no clue who that Ring of Protection belongs to because it's not assigned a color. So we're just going to pretend that it is assigned to somebody so that we're not doubling up and cheating. Chime of Opening, I'm bringing it. Just in case we need to open up a door.
Smart. Just skip. We don't have time to linger outside here. Just
No.
fucking get in the goddamn door.
Well, also, like, in case there's some weird shit where, we're on a time crunch and don't
Of course
have
there will
time
be.
to-
And like, whereas
to
we
let
have the skill
somebody-
set, because like we have lockpicking with Talroth, we have magical spells and like all these things, we may be in a place where we don't have time to deal with any of those checks,
Yeah.
or they're severely heavily trapped doors because they're keeping a literal phoenix inside. Let's fucking not worry about losing party members today.
Exactly,
That would be
yeah.
great.
Okay, cool. Then I think that's all our consumables.
And the show's over, folks. We're done. Like,
What's up, Mars?
One question: the Wanda Magic Missile and Wanda Mage Armor. I know those were with Saride before. Did she keep those, or?
if not, she would have given them to Kenzie, and we won't have access to them either way. So it doesn't matter.
So yeah, that
Okay.
was going to be my question. Is I don't know because I thought that at one point I thought that she had told me that she was giving them to Fable, but
Fable
I
is
don't
full
remember.
up, so no.
I mean, they're
She
not.
never told me, but
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
fair enough. Cause yeah, they're not like attuned So you can just have them, but obviously you can't.
Yeah, no, just
You have 4 wands.
No.
and in your hands all at once. But
Also, aren't they attuned? Because they were attuned when I gave them to her.
Magic missile does not require attunement.
Oh.
some I think some wands do, but
That's so
some
fucking-
wands don't.
Dumb.
Yeah, I don't ever use wands, so yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we don't have access to them then. So.
Okay. We will. Taroth, do you still have the ever smoking bottle in your inventory?
Yeah, I've been offering it to people, but nobody wants it.
I will take
We don't
it
want
if
to
you
be
don't want
blind.
it.
Like.
I will take it if you don't want it, because it's a good get out of jail free card. It's a magician, or it's a ninja smoke bottle, like a little smoke bomb, and then we scatter.
I mean, I do have a couple uses with it, especially. Well, let me switch into the voice. Yeah, no, I've been doing some practicing with that damn little thing, especially with it's like some of the wind magic that I've been trying to pick up. So I might have a couple little tricks I can pull off with that.
Then you keep that, and then I think we have now gone through all of our stuff.
This is not the
Wait.
shopping episode even. This is the prepping, the raiding the
Heist?
storerooms before war episode. This is the armoring the peasants of Gondor episode of like, what the fuck do we
that's why I
have?
was
Like,
trying to speed through it.
you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Kalen just flips his bag of holding inside out, and it's just like a book and a couple pieces of paper fall out, and he just tucks those into his normal bag.
I legitimately no, like I wouldn't have even fucking thought of that. I bet Cody was goddamn waiting for us to try to pass through that thing and just lose all of our shit on the doorstep. Like,
Listen, man.
empty.
If there's one skill that Matthew has,
knowing
it's thinking of weird
dimensional
contingencies
shit.
about
Yeah.
our items.
Yeah, that's
Specifically
fair.
about items.
Yeah, that's valid.
Like,
I hate
we have
it.
a fucking javelin of lightning. What?
Why?
Okay.
Why are we a weather vane? Why?
No, but like that. Apparently, that was with Olaroon. I don't fucking
Treasure
know.
has a javelin of
I
lightning.
have the javelin
You
of
have
lightning.
javelin of lightning?
I
Okay.
do.
Oh no, that's no.
Amazing
Is
and
that
terrifying.
orange?
I have it because I can't always
Oh,
reach
no.
the bad guy.
That is no. That
Fair.
makes sense. I thought that was Olaroon's color, and I was like, why does he still have that? He does have an arrow catching shield. Not that any of us use
love
shields,
it.
but still. All right.
What's a shield?
Honestly, I mean, technically, Clever Stitch has one on,
Fuck you.
but it's his. He got a weird shield that archer shield. Whatever. Okay, so I think we have.
yeah, it's not a
the one
shield.
that-
It's a long like gauntlet arm, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
You can treat it. It's a gauntlet that you can treat it like a shield, and it does shield stuff.
Yep.
It's neat. Okay, so consumables done, organization done, plan inexistent but technically done.
Yeah, listen, not everything has to be fully baked. Some cheesecakes are no-bake cheesecakes. This is what our
Yeah.
plan. Everything else is a fully baked brownie with all the things taken the time. Our plan is a
No-bake
no-bake
cheesecake.
cheesecake.
Well, no, that's not true. It's a mug cake.
Oh, yeah, you stick it in the microwave for
We're throwing
30
all the
seconds.
ingredients. Yeah, and we're throwing it in the microwave, hoping for the best.
Fucking done.
Listen, and somehow
helps,
at the
I
end of this, we're gonna end up with Chef Boyardee regardless.
Yes, correct. Oh my god, that sounds so good.
I do think this
Sorry.
is the most information we've gone into a situation
Right.
with.
That's actually true, unfortunately.
We know enough to know that we're blind.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know enough to know. I think all of us also, privately in our own heads, have 17 different contingency plans that have
Correct.
nothing to do with everybody else. Or it's like, well, I know my thing that I need to do if shit goes south. Great. All of us have priorities. And that's fine. It's just, you know, we all know. It's like, well, again, worst comes to worst. If you need to save yourself, save yourself. If we go invisible, just fucking run home.
Yeah.
Run home.
Before we kick everything off, Is there a moment that I can go talk to Talon? If we're done doing like setup out of character stuff? Okay. Yeah, he'll if as we're like all kind of getting ready. Did he and Fable stay in the same room, like sleep in the same room last night?
Was there just one bed?
Well, no. Was there just a bed? I'm in on the bed. No.
I know Talon had his room. I'm not sure if he was sharing with anybody. If anything, they probably like fell asleep like as he was going over the books with her. And
yeah, because that I remember.
He's leaned against the bed and she was asleep like on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that feels right. She or vice versa, or either he's a gentleman. I feel like he'd be like, no, I'm on the floor. She's got like a pen that has dried up, like she was taking notes, and it's just laying on the parchment.
Then I won't go knock on his door. I want to wait for a minute whenever he is separate from Fable, at least, to try and catch him.
And she's gone. This is unless he has a morning routine in mind, this is the moment. So she will she's weirdly quiet and uncomfortable, not because she stayed there. Again, circus folk. She's used to falling asleep wherever the fuck she wants. This is not unusual for her. But makes her sound like a slut. She's not. But an appetizer boss. This is an appetizer boss fight.
Yeah.
Thank you, Randy. It's an amuse boss instead of an amuse bouche. Cody looks so irritated by that just then.
Amuse bouche.
Okay. But she'll well, it's she like holds up the notes really bad before as she's prepping to leave, and she hands them to him. Good to know that it's good to know I think I could be good at note taking for when all of this is over if I have to start fresh.
Everything that we do is going to be to hopefully avoid that, though. You did an excellent job. I'll go over these and get a little bit more rest, I think.
As much as any of us are able. Thank you.
Thank you.
She lingers for a minute, and then she changes her mind and she leaves. Does she run into Stitch in the hall?
No.
Okay.
No. A bit later, he'll come knock on Talon's door.
Come in.
And Clever Stitch will, I had a thing that I needed to talk to you about. And he'll come in and close the door behind him.
Talon's still sitting on the floor, like editing Fable's notes.
She didn't actually do a good job. He's just being nice. She is terrible at this. She's never had to handwrite anything in her life, and she's like, you just didn't have the heart to fucking tell her that she's a shit note taker.
Not after their discussion last night. You couldn't. I couldn't help but notice that you and Fable have gotten pretty close recently. And I've already had this conversation with Treasure, but I wanted to maybe have it with you two to see if you might be able to get through to her a little bit better than I could or Treasure could, but obviously you know this, and I'm sure she's talked to you about it, but there's a possibility that if we go in there, that she will sacrifice herself, both her magic and possibly her life, or her body, or her mind, or whatever. And I don't want to take the agency away from her, but Fable is also one to throw herself in the line of danger to save somebody else, regardless of if that's the best course of action for her safety or not. And
Agree with what the little we've spoken about the ramifications. She is prepared to give up everything for this. If we can protect her. I'll do everything in my power to.
All right.
There is... living with the two spirits is... it's strange. It's a connection that... I don't think she views it as sacrificing herself so much as it is giving back. If we can save her, we should, but in the end, it is her decision.
I worry. I worry
She'll
that
go too far.
yes, that it'll be less giving one spirit back and keeping your own, and more not being able to pull them apart to give part of it back,
If we
and
have to
therefore
choose-
giving all of it back.
If we have to choose between the two, I will not let... I won't let her destroy herself for this.
All right, that's the only assurance
Yeah.
I wanted.
We have to try to let her.
Of course, I
That's...
don't want to stop her
I know
from
exactly-
doing that.
I know what you are saying, though. That's... it is finding where that line is.
Yeah. And I worry that, especially in the heat of the moment, that she will throw caution to the wind and hope for the best. And that doesn't always work out great,
No. Um,
especially
I
not with us.
I have some ideas,
All right.
but there's nothing to be sure about until we know
course.
what we're dealing with.
Of course.
The
Yeah,
core are different from a phoenix stripped of its soul.
Yeah, all of this is so far beyond my scope of knowledge for magic that I figured that if there was anybody else that I could talk to about it, Treasure could grab her and stop her from moving, and you could stop magic stuff, probably. I don't know. So,
Most of my knowledge is purely academic. I don't know if I've told you this. I mentioned it to Fable and a few others. This and the Feywild have been my first time away from home. Away from
Oh.
where I learned. So,
well,
learning on the go with this.
great. Isn't that what all adventurers are doing all the time? It's great. Join the club.
Well, by fine. I went to a good school, it seems.
Ooh. He is so far removed from the idea, and like Clever Stitches, you could just see this like school going across Clever Stitch's eyes as you talk about it.
I think I have everything I need. My preparations are done.
Right.
Shall we get to the party?
I guess so. Oh goodness. And he'll just head on out and meet downstairs wherever we were all. Actually, I guess we weren't meeting like downstairs in a in
Yeah,
the
we were meeting like inside.
dining
We were
room.
probably meeting in Talon's room, huh?
Probably. Probably. So he'll say, I have a couple of things I need to go grab and then I'll be back. Just because he doesn't want it to look like he was talking and scheming. So he'll go and he'll go grab his like bow and stuff before we all meet back in Talon's room again.
All right, the party gathers in Talon's room. What would you guys like to do?
We ready,
You ready?
to go?
You could be the most obvious in the fucking world, by the way, about scheming. Like, the three of you who have talked about Fable could share a goddamn look. She's not even aware. She is so in her own entire head right now,
Yeah.
out of, like, panic and worry over exactly the same thing, quite frankly.
Yeah.
And, like, she's, like, so she's so in her own head she doesn't even it's fine. She also actually has grabbed Treasure in the hallway before they all enter the room. Hey. So, just in case things go wrong today, should you make sure everybody gets the notes I've left in my room? I trust you to make it out of this alive more than almost anyone else because, let's face it, look at you. And you always have, and if it comes down to saving people by using your connections in the city, you can, but I want to make sure that they all get them if things go wrong. Please?
How about this? I'm promising first to do everything I can to make sure you're back to give them to them yourself. But if everything goes wrong, which it won't, because I won't let it. But if it does,
already acting like a lord or lady, aren't you? All right, good. Well, I think you do well in the marriage, but all right.
That's the thing. I always was. I just didn't want to be.
Oh, that's boy, do I understand that. Fuck. But you'll get it if the worst happens.
Pinky swearsies.
Thank you. Because that is the tradition in Disasters, is to have death letters for each other's characters. Like, way before we ever... We're bringing back death notes! Yes, exactly! Yeah, I do love that Andrew did it, even when he didn't know this about us. This is a thing that we've done since pre-stream days of, like, you find a letter on my body addressed to you.
Yeah.
What? Like,
I feel like all of
trauma!
before stream and during season 1, I feel like people kept updated notes on.
We did. I never died, so I never got to show anyone mine.
I got to send so many.
I had so much trauma shit for Will Echo specifically, like as a chip. I had so much stuff. I had letters written to Yvonne that, like, if Echo had died pre-stream, Yvonne would have had on her body for season 1. Like, I could have given them to her if Echo had died during season 1. Like, I still have it written down in my Google Docs. Like, yeah. I love bringing back death notes. I'm on board.
I went back in my Google Drive and I was cleaning things out and I found one of mine and I reread it all and I was like, aw. How sad. I wrote a note to 13 people or like some ridiculous number.
Oh man, what's Marches, y'all, when there's way too many cast members
Accurate.
to bond with.
Accurate.
You're welcome. Okay, cool. So she does let basically let Treasure know, hey, there's notes in my room in my stuff. Go get and deliver should I not make it out of this in one piece, essentially. So. Oh, thank you for the raid! Look at that timing! Hi!
Thank you,
Look in.
guys. Welcome. This is Disasters in Danger, D&D 5e high fantasy game, and I think we're about to have a teleport spell, if I'm not mistaken.
You came in at exactly the right fucking time. How was your stream?
Hope you had a good time. You guys have gathered. You've had your conversation. Any other sidetracks you guys need to chat? Good. All right. Well, Talon, tell them how it works.
Yeah, that's so everybody gathers up. We don't need to hold hands or anything. But...
Lame. Can we though?
We can.
Can we
You just have to be within 10 feet of me.
Okay, listen. Yes.
Well-
yes. I have the feeling. So like, Fable knows how teleport works. However, she like grabs people close to her anyway, and just like she doesn't say it's not how it works, but she just kind of pulls people close just for comfort. They're all her security blanket right now. She knows Taylor needs his hands, but she wraps her elbow through his. Like she links arms with him on one side, and I feel like she's got Treasure by the hand on the other. And
Doesn't actually need his hand, which is my build-up is as you like wrap your arm around, he reaches up and is going to grab Fable's hand.
It's been more than 48 hours. I think we have a winner.
listen, I don't even think this counts as together though in their mind. Like,
Well,
And for the spell as he cast it, it's just verbal, but as he begins the incantation, like the silver lines that run through his robe and form the tree, they all kind of, a silvery image kind of pulls back all the lines and they kind of begin to circle around, and as they envelop the entire group and pull tight is when we all...
It says the GM rolls this percentile, but given our circumstances, I am going to have Talon roll it, please. You have seen casually. Because it is through magic, it is not as reliable. So you are not very familiar with it, but you have seen casually. So, higher is better. 54 or better will get you where you want to go, how you want to get there. 53 and below is interesting.
All right. I don't want to look. 47.
47. Okay. Off target. I rolled for this specifically. You guys are 8 miles from the... That is the distance you're teleporting. Which means you can... distance off target is 1d10 by 1d10% of the distance traveled. So, Talon, would you roll me 2d10, please?
Two and 7.
So, 14% off. 14% of 8 miles is a number that requires a calculator for me to calculate.
1.12 miles.
Okay.
I think.
Yes. So you guys are about a mile off. Roll me a d12. It'll tell me the direction you're at.
12.
Okay. Okay. Not so bad.
we're in the lava. We're just.
No. No. The one you didn't want was a 9. That would have sent you directly to the west, and because they're on the western wall, a mile out of the way would have put you guys outside the city. But you're not outside the city. You are in the city. You are a mile north of the location that you wanted to be at. I need all of you to make me a Constitution saving throw. With advantage, if you have resistance to fire, it is the dead heat of the day. A blinding white sun beats down upon you all as the streets are empty and quiet.
29.
Okay.
18.
15.
Looking for a 14.
25.
14.
Okay, there you go. Everybody saves. Nicely done. The streets are relatively empty, and you guys are going... what would you like to do? You've got a mile to travel south.
How long does it take us to travel a mile?
A few minutes. It's gonna take you...
Based on real life, if I am walking, if I pixie am
If you're,
walking
like,
a mile,
walking-
it's 16 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we're like
If we're trying not to draw
trying to-
attention to
if we're
ourselves,
like
though,
not trying to draw attention to ourselves, but also kind of booking it, can we get there in like 9 or 10?
Probably, yeah.
Because if we wanted to, and as we look around, Clever Stitch is just gonna kind of like quietly say to the group, if we didn't make it, we might need to be invisible to sneak in. We might not need to right now, but we might need to invisibly sneak in. Thoughts?
I would save that for the last moment if we can save it.
Right.
Yeah,
I would say
yeah,
that we
yeah.
should.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
I think for now, I think it is between you and Talaroth to lead the charge. Sorry that didn't work quite as I expected.
She squeezes his hand that she has still not let go of. She's like, got us close enough. It's all gonna be alright.
Magic's weird. It's fine.
It's not an exact science. Look at what happens to Treasure every fucking time she does anything.
It was my first time trying to do that.
Well, there you go. Listen. If
Listen, we arrived in one piece. None of us got mixed up together.
Splinched.
Yeah.
Splinched is the Harry Potter term. Splinched.
Yeah, I was avoiding that one. All right. And he'll look to Talroth. Shall we?
Yeah, let's go. It's,
All right.
it's too damn hot.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throws are only once every hour, though. I believe we're outside, so we should be fine, even if it takes us 15 minutes to get there. We shouldn't have to roll again, right?
You suspect. I would like all of you to make me athletics checks. It is... And we're not going to do stealth. You guys don't need it right now. It's mostly empty. And a lot of it is just darting from alley to alley, awning to awning. The time that you spend out underneath the dead heat of the sun. 0. Okay.
Oh no.
6 for
We
me.
got a 0.
Okay.
Am I
A natural
carrying them
one,
at this
and I
point?
have a -1.
Like, am I
God
just
damn it,
outsourcing them?
Taylor! That's why I failed. Is I was
Taylor's
drag me
just
down.
in a baby Bjorn.
The teleport took so much out of me.
What'd you get, Clever Stitch?
26.
Talroth.
Not 20'd.
Oh, wow. All right.
13.
Okay. Well, the nat 20 and a nat 1, we can cancel those out.
I also got a nat 1, but I have a +5. So,
Okay.
like, Taylor and I just fucking fell.
You double nat 1. All right. So, what I'm going to say is you guys have a choice. You make it to the outer fence that is surrounding the warehouses. You guys have scouted this area. You know that the warehouse you were looking for is on the southern bank. You are coming from the north. This wall is about 15 feet high, and you know it has guards, either Ifrit or what are they?
Salamanders?
Oh, the elemental
Myrmidons.
Yes,
and
Myrmidons.
What is Treasure? What is her race?
Tiefling.
There it is,
Tieflings.
Tiefling. There we go. So Ifriti or Tiefling, usually accompanied with a elemental Myrmidon guard buddy, right? You guys can circumvent the fence to get around to the southern side and then try to breach from there. You guys can also jump this fence and try, and we'll do our stealth challenge. The way I like to do it, where everybody rolls stealth, and that's the number of failures you have. So it's gonna be, you guys have the choice for, because of the difficulty with running with the athletics, making it this far. You can take disadvantage on the stealth, as Fable and Talon have been people have been like, oh look, they're passing out in the street again. We gotta go. Let's keep an eye on them, see how they're doing. Right? Or you you try to pay off these people, these good Samaritans that are coming to, these like salamanders that have come out of their shops to come and check on Fable and Talon.
I'm gonna say a terrible thing, but for safety, I think it's time we split the party. The people who have not been seen can just keep going and we will find you. No? No, like 2 blocks away, not like the whole way. I mean like in 2 blocks.
Fair,
like
fair.
we regroup. Like,
Yeah,
I'm trying to protect the people who have not been noticed,
So
that we could just be like, oh well, we're new, we should get inside, and we'll like wait for a few minutes and let the heat die down. No pun intended, actually. And then reconvene in like 2 blocks.
Let
or
me simplify it for you just into a game. You take disadvantage on this stealth check if you try to mount the wall right here, or if you go around, you have to make a Constitution saving throw because of the heat and because of doing athletic-y things out here in the heat.
Well, I roll flat stealth either way because of my tattoo,
same.
so I won't take a disadvantage on a stealth roll here. But
But I also know that we as a group, only a couple of us are stealthy.
yeah,
How many Good Samaritans are there that would be required to pay off?
It's like a couple. There's
oh yeah,
a
you
literal
rolling in
couple.
platinum and shit.
I mean, we also, as a party, have like 24,000 gold.
Never mind. Yeah, fucking buy these people off.
Granted, most of that's in a bag of holding, and I don't know how much of it we would have pulled out for a heist.
Well, Treasure happens to have
Just stuff-
184 gold on her.
I have,
Also, I have 747 on me.
So we can pay them
I
all.
have 7 silver to contribute.
Actually, Fable's going to. Have they mostly just noticed Fable and Talon?
Yes, you guys.
Then she's going. If
literally
Treasure makes
face planted in the
Yeah.
street.
if Treasure makes a single step forward, she's just gonna, because Treasure does not need to be seen right now specifically. She is. People probably fucking know who she is. So Fable will pay them off then. No, sorry, it's just got to, wanted to wander around. She'll slide closer to Talon. You know, when your parents disapprove of a lover's tryst, you pretend you didn't see us. And it's
Sure.
they're right there. Like it's very.
How much do you make a persuasion check?
Thank you.
And how much do you offer them?
Yellen has just gone pale and is just like tensed.
It's fine. I rolled a 21.
Okay.
What I know from travel and stuff like that, how much like jealous tips people or like whatever. Like, what's the standard here? Is 10 gold offensive or enough? Like,
You're
what are
talking
we
in the
looking
hundreds.
at? Okay, then she gives them 100 each.
Okay. All right. They look at it. They're like, all right. They speak.
What language is that?
Primordial Orin.
She speaks Primordial.
Ignan.
Okay.
So
she
it's,
does speak to them in Primordial,
Yeah.
like as a sign of respect.
Yeah. You get most of what they're saying, and yeah, seems like they're willing to let you guys go.
Cool. Then I do that, and I help Talon back up to his feet, and just arm link again. Like, my mother would be so furious if she knew. Deepest apologies again. Let's find somewhere cool inside to wait, and she'll like
right.
drag Talon off. Like,
He lets himself be led.
yeah.
There you go. Off you guys
And-
go.
He will
what?
hand you 100 gold. Just cover half that.
Don't you fucking dare. Get your hand out of my pocket. Like,
So how would you guys like to enter the compound?
So, as a reminder, we have a rope of climbing. And if
Which I
we-
have, yes.
Yes. So if we, and this is, sorry, Cody, that was not me trying to like remind
good.
you, but as a party, we have a rope of climbing, and if we go invisibly, maybe that will help. I worry about Constitution saving throws. And Clever Sigil, it's really fucking hot out here. I don't know how much longer we can stay out in the heat
Longer.
because I'm worried
We no
about
longer would have
disadvantage.
disadvantage, though. We no longer have it because we paid them off, right?
Right.
It's
You
no
don't have
longer
people
disadvantage.
actively hounding
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
So I think stealth.
Stealthing from here as well.
All right. And I think this might be where people want to invisible if they want to. Clever Stitch is okay not. Because stealthy. But it's up to you guys.
I am a
Should we-
big gold menace, so I probably should.
Fable, would you like to be invisible as well?
I have actually got some stealth. I think I'm alright for right now. If you need-
where is Teleroth? Does he need to be
It's
invisible?
already. Did you already cast it?
Oh, you're muted.
Oh, we can't hear you.
That was extra funny though because we were concerned about him being invisible. He's can.
Yeah, Taylor, I'm just standing on the other side of you.
Sorry, my wits are not where they normally would be. It's the heat.
Do you have a minimum you have to hit to make the spell worth it?
Oh no, because I can cast it
Making
at
sure.
3rd level to hit
Yeah.
2 people. so
Making sure.
that
Yeah,
is-
I should be fine
Okay.
because I already have advantage, so it's not going to give me extra advantage.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mechanically, it does nothing to help me.
Yeah.
I will do 2 things then. I will cast Rari's Telepathic Bond. Alright, so we're all telepathically linked.
Nice.
And then I will cast Invisibility at 3rd level so that Treasure and I are both invisible.
Okay.
Nice.
Do we just go over the fence?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, here's the way we're going to do this. Everybody go ahead and roll your stealth checks now. It is going to be a skill challenge. The passive perception that you all are attempting to beat, you don't know, but just go ahead and roll it.
Why did mine only roll once?
Invisibility is
Advantage.
stealth with advantage.
Yes, essentially, yes.
I rolled 2 19s for my advantage, so I'm fine. That's 23 like for stealth.
For some reason,
Natural
mine did
1
not.
and then a 19 after you
oh, thank
confirmed that
God.
we
I was
have
like,
advantage.
Sir!
Jeez.
What dice are you using?
Got a
Can't
22.
say because they support your show.
Oh,
We can yell at them. It's
North
fine.
Foundry for all
North
of your
Foundry, you
random
better.
number generating needs.
You know they're balanced. Like you know they're as you got that was good advertising for them actually.
what'd you get, Talroth?
D&D Beyond rolled me 2 natural 3s for a total of 18.
Oh, all right.
So
Treasure?
Norse Foundry's better than D&D Beyond is what I'm
16.
hearing.
16. Okay. And Clever Stitch, you had
22.
22. Fable, you had
23.
Thank you. Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So,
Sorry, Cody, with my bonuses, it was 21. I had just rolled a 19 on the die.
thank you. The highest passive perception that you guys can face going into here is a 17, although the average is 15. So, I am going to give you all 5 successes. What that means is we don't need to roll stealth again. We are assuming you are doing everything stealthy as possible. Okay?
Can I just say I love your team like skill challenge concept. Like as a concept, I
appreciate
like this as a mechanic that you do for us because it also allows us to be creative with our skills
Yeah.
in a way we're usually not, and I like that.
I'm glad you like it.
So if you came up with it, we gotta put it on the social somewhere. If you stole it from somewhere, we gotta give them credit because I love it.
I don't think I stole it from anywhere.
And no, I think
It's
I think you just started it.
It's
like,
a modification of like the
Yeah.
40 skill challenge.
but I love it.
So you guys have 5. You did 5 successes. All right. That means 5 failures is when you are found out. Okay.
Got it.
We don't need to roll stealth again. We are assuming you are doing stealth. Okay. You can use attacks to create distractions. Athletics checks are gonna be your friend because that's your burst of speed, unless you have a movement ability that you are utilizing, right, to get from shadow to shadow. Although there are no shadows out here, it is blinding white, midday sun. Also, things like perception checks to track your the guards on their rotation performance checks to make noises in other directions, and we're gonna Metal Gear Solid our way through this. And you guys know that there is sort of the rotating 2 guards around each of these. There are 2 bridges that move from the north side to the south side. That is probably when you'll be most out in the open. So first step, over the wall. How you guys doing it?
I was actually going to ask if I could help with some of the other athletic checks, if need be, and just like that little cubby boost I do.
Cubby boost. Yeah. You can assist if people are doing athletics checks to get over the wall. That should work. Anybody doing anything other than an athletics check to get over the wall?
I have a weird fucking question.
Sure.
Because it is, as you mentioned, blinding fucking sun outside.
Yeah.
I'm guessing people don't just casually look up.
No.
Can
Probably
I fly?
not. You'll cast a
I feel
shadow.
like I would
but
weirdly blend
sure.
in better because no one's going to just look at the sun.
I mean, you might cast a shadow.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. I would cast okay, thank you. That's why I asked instead of just doing it. I was like, I want to make sure I'm not missing something. Thank you. Then no, I would like to how close are the guards right now?
You don't know. You guys
We
are
don't know
just
yet.
getting
Okay.
over this wall.
Then I would like to yeah, just athletics check then. That's fine. Never mind.
Okay. Anybody doing anything else?
I have a climb speed.
You can climb over the wall.
Perfect.
Great.
Actually,
Then
can
I'll do
can I acrobatics instead because this technically fits that category?
Sure.
Thank you.
Can I just hang on to Clever Stitch's back? Just piggyback up?
Yeah, if he wants to make the athletics check, sure.
I can. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can do it. Only because the fence is stone, and in the middle of the day, it is concrete hot. It is
Oh.
like fry an egg on the pavement hot.
My poor Toby.
Yeah, your toe beans are, and if it was just you with your
Because I also have the feline agility.
yeah, with your
thing, so I
feline
can go
agility,
real
you
quick.
would just be like up and over, absolutely. But pulling him with you, you're gonna need a check. It's gonna be a light
Okay.
check, but go ahead and
Sure.
roll it. So athletics for you, Tauroth. How are you getting over?
I was gonna ask if Treasure can just give me a little bit of a boost and I can just acrobatics over.
Yeah, because Treasure's there and you guys are like vaulting, circus style. I'll let you and Fable do acrobatics for that. And Treasure,
Parkour!
you'll need the athletics check specifically for you. So let me get those checks. Everybody tell me how you did in order.
24 on acrobatics. Oh, in order, sorry.
23 athletics. Unless I need a disadvantage.
No, you're fine.
Got it.
Because you have the climb speed, I'm not giving
Got
you
it.
disadvantage.
Cool.
Yep.
Thank you.
Fable,
24 in acrobatics.
Talon, you're carried. Tauroth,
27 acrobatics.
absolutely. Treasure,
Nat 20. I'm launching people.
easy peasy, throwing them over. Yeah, Treasure just takes she does the good old fashioned squat jump from just squat jump up the mountain. What is it? I'm blanking.
I was gonna say She-Hulk jumping.
Oh yeah, She-Hulk
Also
jumping.
that,
That
yeah.
one too. That's a better one. That
Just
is
to
a
kind
better
of help
one.
with her landing, can I just try to gust underneath to kind of cushion that impact?
Sure, absolutely. You guys make it up and over the wall. So that is it. Can I get perception checks first? One person make the perception check. Somebody that wants to assist can assist.
Ignore mine then.
Okay.
I'm not looking at what it was. I thought that it was all of us were rolling perception. My bad.
I messed it up. I said that in the not helpful way.
I am, just quick check. I have +3 in perception. I'm sure other people have higher than
Same.
Yeah. 4. 6. I'm gonna let Talon roll and Matthew assist, I feel like, or Talroth. I don't know what Talroth's score is.
Plus 13.
No, we're gonna let Talroth roll and Talon assist. Like,
And treasure.
I was
what's
waiting
yours?
for a hand motion. Yeah.
No, treasure has a +1. We do not want
Perfect.
treasure spotting.
No,
No,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I was like, I assume people here have higher perception than me. This is
Same.
not my job. Like,
All right, so straight roll or advantage?
You, with Talon assisting, you can have advantage.
Oh, tragic on my accident. Oh,
32.
nice.
32. So
I'm
you,
sorry, what?
as you land, you look around. You notice the little burn marks from the elemental myrmidons that, while they don't ruin the concrete or the scorch, you can see about how long it's been since they're coming around. It gives you a pretty good idea. Also, between the footsteps, you're listening, you're hearing the little crunches. You know that even the fire-resistant, fire-immune creatures in this heat are, even they're like, nah, man, we're gonna take it a little easy. So you've got a good idea of the pace on this immediate side. Okay, so you guys are now trying to get from the edge of the warehouse where the wall is, basically across the length of one of these warehouses. Okay, there are some crates, not wooden crates. They're like metal boxes and things like that. In these alleys, just sort of pieces that are discarded. There is not much shade or anything that covers it, and you know that the roofs are very hot and reflective. So if you go up to the roof, you are going to need either Constitution saving throws, either against heat damage or, depending on what you do up there, maybe exhaustion. Okay. You know that there is a patrol that's going to be coming by. One patrol that you're going to need to either circumvent or distract or something. Neutralize, something along those lines, to make it this first step of the journey. So what would you guys like to do? It is a Myrmidon and an Afridi that should be rounding the corner as Talroth is giving you guys the like countdown. He's got you prepped. Yeah, what do you want to, what you got?
Speaking of things that have a +13, may I make a performance check to throw noise somewhere else, please?
Yeah, what kind of noise do you want to throw?
I would like to use, because I have prestidigishit, which makes noises happen and stuff like that as well. Can I make it sound like there's maybe not an explosion, but like something breaking off to the side, like on the other side of the building, or like a gate breaking, a door slamming, something like that, or like
Okay.
a boss's voice calling to them.
Not with
being
you
like-
can't do a voice with prestidigitation.
but-
A door
okay.
slam is
A door slam, something to
is
make
the
them go the other direction.
Yeah, a door slam is the most reasonable thing with the magic
Right.
you have cited.
Let's go. Yes, thank you.
So you can go ahead and do that. Yeah, go ahead, roll it.
I'm gonna use luck on that shit. I don't know what you're looking for. I still got a 14, but that's with a fucking natural 1. So we're gonna try it again. 15 with a natural 2. Why the fuck are you like this?
Okay.
God damn it! It's my highest skill.
So that is.
I hate myself.
That is your first. That is the first team failure. What happens is she preps the magic of the spell, the door slam, but she makes the door slam noise just as the guards are sort of talking to each other, and one of them has like clear line of sight directly at the door, and it just unluckily timed just off, and he stares at it, and he knows that's not where the noise came from, so he immediately whips around. Now, they are beginning to search. You guys are still safe. You start to book it across this length. You know you need to go a little faster, all right? But that's just the drama of the scene. You have 4 failures left. You are now out in towards the front, the opening, River of Fire side, of the warehouse. Okay, you have to travel. You're almost at one of the bridges, and then the bridges just have like railings, not like full brick sides. So they are kind of open air bridges, if that makes any bit of sense, right?
Got it.
The guards are coming behind you. A performance check at this point is going to be at disadvantage because they are sort of hip to that game, unless you have something that is going to make it that much different, right?
Oh, I would do something completely different if I were going to do that again, but anyone else have an option?
If we're worried about them finding us and we want a distraction and not just to move, I do have an idea, but I also might. I'm also worried. I am personally most worried about getting across the bridge. So I have a plan for once we are towards the bridge. But if we want a distraction now, I can do that now. But I think we're just good to move forward.
Okay.
Yeah, for the guards, the space between us, you said there's lots of like things kind of like stacked up, boxes, and
there is some debris, some detritus. Yeah, absolutely.
Where Talon is invisible, I'm gonna like work to the side, a little ways off, and just find something that I can just push over, so it makes a bunch of noise, and then just work my way back up and around, so it kind of takes their attention just away from us.
Simple,
Okay.
old school, not bad. Like.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Make me an insight check.
23.
Nicely done. So you sort of hang out for a minute. You kind of let them get past. The rest of the group continues to move on. You're watching the Ifrit, and you're seeing the things that he's checking out, and you're kind of you've got this you've got like a metal milk crate kind of thing. You've got some boxes. You got like a pallet, and you take a moment and kind of read what is going to distract this guy the most. What story can you tell of like things happening, right? And so you grab the pallet, and when it slides, you like drop one up against the side, so it looks like somebody is trying to like barricade them in from behind, and now they've started to move back the other direction. You follow up around. You and the party begin to move. You get to the bridge. You guys are starting to cross the bridge. You see on the other side there are two sets of guards they haven't seen you yet. The bridge is sort of a hump, and they're a little more focused on maybe coming together and being like, hey, what do you want to do for lunch, right? What would you guys like to do to distract them at this point? You can attempt to just outrun them, which is pure athletics for everybody. You can try to crawl like under the bridge. You can, I don't know. You guys have huge character sheets full of fun things. So you tell me what you got.
I also happen to have thaumaturgy, I realize I have.
Uh-huh.
So that could be something we could use.
Yep.
Hey, Stitch is gonna pull out he has a sling.
Okay.
I'm just gonna grab a rock
Okay.
from the ground.
Yeah.
And can I spot anything on if there's a pair of them? I
Yeah.
want to spot the ones on the left.
Okay.
And can I spot anything? Just it also simple and old school, just behind them that I can break or knock over with the rock in my sling.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a window in one of
Perfect.
the warehouses that you can break. Go ahead and make an attack roll. And for the other side, Treasure, you wanted to do thaumaturgy?
Yep, I'm just going to try to get them to go away from where the actual bridge is.
Okay. Yeah. So because Talon got the other guys going the other direction, you can do performance flat. No disadvantage on this one.
Okay.
I got a 31 on my attack roll.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shatters the glass, and you do like you hit the frame, it breaks the glass, and most of it goes in. But you did such a great job on the throw. You're able to get some of the glass to like fall to the outside. So
Nice.
now they're like, oh, was it something from the inside? Was it from the outside?
Sure.
Right.
And for the thaumaturgy, she would have just caused like some sort of yowling of like an imp or something.
Okay.
Maybe like to create that quote unquote ruckus that's supposedly going on.
Sure.
And I got an 18 on the
An
performance.
18. 18 just barely succeeds. So, okay. You guys make your way across the bridge. These guys are on high alert because some things are happening. They don't know it's you, but they are starting. They've done the Metal Gear. Huh? All right. And they're scanning and they're looking around. Last check, last time, gets you to the warehouse. What do you guys want to do? They're currently not looking in your direction. They're investigating their own separate sides, but there's a possibility at any second that they'll just wheel around and like look right at you. So, any thoughts?
How big is the door?
The door you guys are going to go through they're a little bigger than normal. They're 12 feet tall and about 10 feet wide.
Clever Stitch is gonna look at Talroth, and he's gonna like whisper to him, basic. I don't know how I want to say this. We need to get to
Remember,
that.
we're telepathically connected. You don't have to
Yes,
speak.
also true. I will think to Talroth. We have to get to that door as soon as possible and open it as soon as possible. I might make a break for it. I know that you're also fast. If we want to just go and open the door and let everybody follow in behind us.
Got it. Go. Sorry, go.
Because I can in theory go like 120 feet in this round if I need to just get over there and start opening the door for us to all run inside. I'm not gonna be strong enough to open that door by myself probably, because I am not a strong cat. I am a bendy cat. So
Real quick, I am looking for a spell. I know it exists. It's like Major Illusion, where I can, in front of the door we're going through, make it look like the door and the wall are undisturbed. So that no matter how long you're fighting behind it, you're basically behind a wall of illusion.
Major image.
It's Major Image. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I can. It's not on my list, but I feel like this is a good use of that right now. I feel like now is the fucking time. So even if we wait to pile into behind the image, there's room for at least one or two of you to do that and be picking a lock without. And even if they look right at you, they'll see the image.
Sure.
Is my hope. So that's my hope, is that I can cast that.
It's third level, and it's
fine.
on the Bard, Sorcerer, Warlock,
Thank
Wizard
you.
spells
Great,
list.
amazing.
So you should be able to cast it with your thingy.
Yeah,
That lets
I mean,
you
I can cast it.
extra
I can
spells.
cast it. I can cast it regardless because
Yeah.
of the thing. Yeah, cool. So it is a 20-foot cube. It can be, so I can fit 2 or 3 of us behind that wall of image. I was like, oh shit, is it 5 feet? Is it minor? Because minor is only 5 feet, but major is up to 20.
It's a 20-foot. Yeah.
Great. Then I would like to, and since it's a 20-foot cube, I'm gonna place it right outside the door so that even when you go in the side, if they're at an angle, it just looks like that part of the alley is, or that part of the entrance is undisturbed.
Okay.
Even if they're walking at an angle, they shouldn't see once you pass through that you are there doing other shit to the door.
Okay. Sounds good.
I found a good use for my saved weird library spells that was not destructive. Like, aha! So we can fit up to 3 of us in there. I think sending the 2 of them ahead to pick the lock while the rest of us wait outside of the image cube. And that way we can sprint, run, hide.
Okay.
And even if they look up, they may just think it's a glitch. They may just think it's a shadow because the place they're looking at is clearly normal and fine.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm going to cast, it's 120 feet. So I'm going to cast Major Image on that spot. I'm going to take one more of my ability things off. I have 3 times left now because I used it. This is my second time using it. Done. And I do tell, just let us know when it's open. Please be careful.
All right. So Taroth, I think it's lockpicking time.
Okay.
And if Stitch is going with him, I'm assuming that Fable's gonna wait in the back with Treasure and just keep an eye out for the guards and make sure. And wherever the fuck Talon is, he's invisible.
Yeah, I'll let Talroth go a few feet, like, so that we're not going at the exact same time. I'll let him go a few feet ahead of me, and then I will follow quickly behind him. And if I can assist him, I'm trained in thieves' tools. So
They're
if
big
he,
locks. Sure. I'll let you guys do it.
even if it's just like pointing out weird things about that lock to give him advantage or whatever. And I also do have the chime of opening if push comes to shove.
Sounds good.
All right, so with advantage?
Yeah. Go for it.
So the first roll was a 31.
Okay. But I mean, that's enough by itself. Do you want to tell us the second roll?
That one.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
bad.
Yeah, first roll's 31. Sounds good.
He's like, no, I do not. Thanks so much.
Sounds great. You guys make it into the warehouse, and on the other side is a break. We are going to be back in just a few minutes. Thanks for hanging out with us. We will see you guys soon, but until then, be cool. Welcome back, everybody. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have
Matthew, and I'm playing Clever Stitch, the Tabaxi Arcane Archer.
Pixie, and I'm playing Fable Frost, the Ice Genasi Phoenix Soul Sorcerer with a splash of Bard.
Andrew, I'm playing Talon Vale, the Kalashtar Divination Wizard.
Hey, I'm Maz playing Talroth Oakenblade, the Wood Elf Scout.
And I'm Kez playing Treasure Knight Crafter, the Tiefling Barbarian.
All right, you guys have just opened the door into the warehouse where the hidden basement that houses the Phoenix that is bound to Fable is. I'd like you all to make perception checks, please.
$21.
19.
7, but it's a natural 1.
Okay.
23.
18.
Okay. Talon, you're a bit distracted. Everybody else, you see in here, this ship has made a fair amount of progress, and there's a few things that you note. There are the tieflings that are here and around, working along with some of the Efreet. There are also some Genasi that are assisting them and going through the process. This ship is has a fair number of elementals bound to it, but you're also seeing the feathers of the phoenix being used in the infusing process. Looks like it strengthens and bolsters, creates a stronger bind, especially with the fire elementals. Talon, you know that the passage down beneath is about 3/4 of the way up towards the back of the ship, and you know where the hatch is that leads to it. There is sort of a group of crates and boxes that house different parts and things, one of them being a false box with the descent therein. Aside from the workers, You do see one of Treasure's potential future siblings-in-law. It is Gazir, who is second in size to Miski, but he was the one advocating for conquering the city of Brass, for them ruling it, as opposed to his brother Garmenos and their father Malsus, who were content to be viziers and power brokers and background string pullers.
So this guy has big aspirations.
Yes, would seem. There are some catwalks up above. That is where he is. Elemental airships are very large. You guys are on the ground floor, down where the bottom of it would be. You kind of get the picture. There's some offices in the back, very high up in the warehouse. Warehouses is about, you gotta figure, like 3 stories, maybe 4, just to house the whole ship and, kick it out, all that sort of stuff. He's a fair bits away. He's up on one of the higher catwalks, right? There's a plank from up there to get onto the ship. So you can't really make out what he's doing or who he's talking to, but you do note that he is here. What would you guys like to do?
As of currently, he is not our current problem, and I'd like to keep it that way. So,
The longer you stay hidden, the more true that will be, because I feel like, it's only gonna get real bad if Treasure suddenly pops up.
why do you think I did absolutely no attacks?
Talon will point out the direction of the hatch and kind of how to get there.
Okay.
Describe to the party.
Sounds good. Let's do one more round of stealth checks as you guys make your way across over there.
We still have invisibility up, right?
Yes, you do.
Treasure and I.
Yep.
$16.
Okay.
So I had to do the advantage roll, 21.
Okay.
21 as well.
Okay.
At 25.
Okay.
19.
Yeah. As a group, you guys do well. You make it over there. I'm sorry, Treasure, what was yours?
19. 19.
19. Thank you. No. 19. You guys make it over to the crate. You work your way past its lock and mechanism. The hidden nature of it precludes a lot of further, protection that it would be going over. You descend down the path, this sloping ramp, and Talon, you know that the anti-magic field is approaching. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before crossing that threshold?
It should just suppress any magic, like invisibility. Once we come out the other side, invisibility will reenact. Like, I don't think it'll dispel it.
Correct. Yeah, that should be what happens. Yeah. As you guys are making your way down, you note that this tunnel seems to be enchanted in some form of silence. Not just the noise that is made in here, but noise from the outside. The rooms don't seem to cross over between each other. You pass through the anti-magic field. Your bags of holding aren't vomited out, which is good for you. You make your way to the bottom area. There is a door that secures the other side. This is further than Talon was able to scry. So, what would you guys like to do?
Can I activate one of my abilities?
Yeah, what would that be?
Magical awareness.
Okay.
As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until the end of your turn. You know the location of any spell, magic item, or magic item within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. And when you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to.
Okay. Yeah, there is a magic on the door. It is an illusory magic that is cast on the door, in addition to all the things that your party and friends are wearing, and the anti-magic field, which in and of itself is magic behind you.
So yeah, before anybody touches the door, Treasure's gonna let Clever Stitch and Talroth know about that.
Okay.
All right.
So hearing that from Treasure, I guess either perception or investigation, just see where that illusion kind of starts and stops, or if it's trapped, anything.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Nat 20 for a 30.
Okay. Yeah, so the door does have it has a spell of magic mouth cast on it.
I always will picture the mouth of Sauron.
Oh.
Fucking always. Just all teeth and a helmet. Always. That's what it looks like in my head. Just mouth and door. Like, just teeth.
I always picture the weird, like, Looney Tunes cartoons where things grow mouths and they talk to people. Like that. That's
Yep.
what I think of.
I just
Or
think
the
of
door
the lips
knocker.
emoji.
Yeah.
The door knocker in what's it called? Christmas Carol?
Yeah.
Scrooge, like that.
Yeah, so this does have magic mouth cast upon it. You don't know what it says. It seems to trigger when the door is opened. Because with the natural 20, I don't mind telling you that. You know, magic mouth. It's probably some form of, maybe not alarm, but this is kind of maybe the magical equivalent of putting a bell on the door, so it rings when it opens.
Would the chimes surpass that?
Oh, the chimes make a ton of noise. So
Okay, wasn't sure. Yeah, sorry. Different issue then.
yeah. Investigating the door. The door it's not locked. These are the sort of big double doors. They are heavy though, and they do require two people. Let me rephrase. They require creatures of large size can open them by themselves. It takes two creatures of medium size to manhandle and turn the latch that stabs into the roof and the floor. Just for the size of it, getting the crank and the fulcrum necessary. And they are double doors.
So pretty much once this door opens, it's run.
Unless you can dispel the magic mouth.
Yeah, clever
Look over
Stitch.
Talon.
I actually am not able to dispel magic. It's not something I've prepared.
It's not something I even learned.
Actually, yeah, it's not something I have learned. I do have something else that might work. This is something else that is new. I've not done it before. I'm gonna walk to the. So it's a hallway just leading down to the door, and it's even with the door, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's not walls extending on either side.
I mean, like a little bit, like a frame, door frame worth.
Yeah. Does pass wall says it can be up to 20 feet deep?
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to do like a curving
Sure.
path?
I mean,
around
like
the door?
through a corner, if you want.
So yeah, I'll cast pass wall. Passage appears in front of your choice. You can see on wooden, plaster, or stone surface within range. It lasts for the duration, which is an hour. Up to 5 feet wide, 8 feet tall, 20 feet deep. Passage creates no instability in the structure surrounding it.
Okay.
So
Okay. So you do it on the side, right? And it'll kind of be you'll be going basically next to the door. Do you want to go to the left or to the right?
Let's go left.
Okay, to the left. So there's a corner there now. I'm guessing you poke your head around the corner. Inside, you see that this is at catwalk height, about 40 feet, 30 feet up. On the other side of the door with the magic mouth, there is a catwalk, very similar to the one that is back the other way. It's almost as though it's doubled, like down beneath here. You can see the bright fires of the Phoenix itself. There is a giant smith that is a fire giant smith that is large by fire giant standards. And he is working at an anvil. They are plucking the feathers of the Phoenix. He and his fire elemental assistants. There are Myrmidons and regular fire elementals that are down here working at his command and behest. And they are methodically plucking the Phoenix feathers, and he is stabilizing them on his anvil and forge, and then passing them, which are being like loaded into one of those metal crates very delicately to be taken upstairs eventually, and to each of these warehouses where those are. The Phoenix itself is chained to the ground on the far side. The Phoenix is giant sized, maybe a little. Oh no, Phoenix is gargantuan, super big. And so it has the bindings that are on it are absolutely magical about the neck and about the ankles, and the heavy weights that are on the curvature of the wings and feathers definitely do their best to hold it in place and prevent it from moving. And it is deafeningly loud in here. The magic, you would normally be able to hear this, but it's clear that this room is insulated from sound to the outside.
The chains that are holding the Phoenix down,
Yeah.
are they all kind of connected to the same point, or is it more like kind of bolted to the ground?
Bolted to the ground. The neck is bolted to different areas than each of the legs. So there's 3 sort of chained down points, and then the wings have around the bow of them like a magical sort of cap and weight that are holding it down. The Phoenix itself is, while not intangible, you all do know has similar abilities to like a fire elemental that can just like slip under a door. So you know that these bindings are magic because they force it to maintain a substantial presence.
So if we were to get some of those chains off, would they be able to break free, or would they all need to be gone?
You don't know. It's tough to tell. Unlike when you guys freed the fire giant, you know that this Phoenix has very little in the way of intelligence and personality right now, because its mind and soul are within Fable. So
That being said, since we are here, and a connection has been made in the past already,
yeah,
Fable is going to try to reestablish that connection on purpose and reach out.
how would you like to do that?
Honestly, I posted in the cast chat. She's as I just saw what Matthew said, he's looking for clues the Phoenix may be taking over. Fable's like, let me let the Phoenix take over. No, not on purpose. She would like to. She's aware the last 2 times it happened, it was because of fire. She is holding tight to every bit of control that Thozen ever fucking taught her. And she's trying to keep a small amount of fire alight in her hands.
Okay.
And she's going to focus on it so fucking hard. And just... Can you hear me? Like, she's just trying so hard to make contact with something that might know better than her what the fuck needs to happen.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Fucking shit! I forgot that was the skill I needed, because I'm bad at that. Oh! 18!
Okay.
That's the highest I've ever fucking rolled on that die, ever!
Yeah, nicely done. You are
Thank
not...
you, Thozen! Focus, focus, focus! Tiny fire, small, contained, controlled, even while I'm angry.
You are not communicated with in words, but you are...
That's fine.
You are flashed with a few different visions. You know that to replace the Phoenix soul that resides within you, the Phoenix has to... It will only be able to rejoin it when it is an egg. So you have to destroy it. You have to destroy
the Phoenix that currently exists.
this current Phoenix.
We know we can't free it. We have to kill it and let it do the Phoenix thing.
I mean, you can free it, but if you don't kill it, and it, because when after they die, they go fiery explosion. You guys have done Phoenix research. Then they become an indestructible egg. When it is an egg is when you can implant, when you can put the soul back.
Okay.
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 Currently, the Phoenix is very neutral. If you get too close, it might attack you because it doesn't understand or recognize friend from foe currently. And it's been tortured down here for
of course.
for quite a long time. If you free it, it will definitely attack the people that have been torturing it. But if it escapes this room, which again I point out that it can go through very small spaces. Mm-hmm. If you lose it, I have no options for you.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you guys don't have options. Just means Cody doesn't know them. So this is the state that you are in. Also know that the family does know about this place. Their dudes,
well, obviously, yeah.
Make perception checks. Who poked their head out? Talon and Treasure. Okay, go for it. Talroth, was that you raising your hand? Okay, go for it.
No, I was just moving something out of my ear.
Okay.
It's 23 for me.
23.
13.
Okay. 23. Yeah. As you're looking around, so where the offices were in the upstairs, right? There are no offices down here, but there does seem to be a built into the wall, this kind of pad that is large enough for the fire giant to stand. There's a teleportation circle there, and near the teleportation circle there are what looks like panic buttons or some form of alarm system that the giant can activate, as well as the Myrmidons. But that is on the far side from the giant. That is not at his arm's reach, if that makes sense.
How far is it from us?
So it is on the side where you guys are. Is on the wall. It is, I would say, 30 feet to your right, and the giant-sized one is probably just that, just 30 feet to the right at your foot level, and then the Myrmidon one is going to be down on the floor. So about another 30 feet down, let's say.
kind of relay that to the rest of the party, and looking at Talroth and probably Clever Stitch, just if we can get you to the alarms, do you think that the two of you would be able to disable them?
Possibly. If it's mostly magic, no.
They
if
seem
it's
to
purely mechanical.
They seem to mostly be magic.
Yeah, magic stuff's not gonna work too well. Or disabling magic stuff anyway.
The best
To be wary of, then?
I can offer at least is somehow trying to jam the button so that it can't be flipped or turned on or whatever.
If you jammed it, yeah, they would need an athletics check to hammer it.
If I could get all of us to look like them, I mean all of us, do you think we'd just be able to blend in with the workers? It might be safer.
With a facility like this, I think that they probably keep pretty strict tabs on who is coming in and out.
That's what I figured I'd ask, just in case, because they seem focused down there, so...
So our options are either that and taking a chance, or just going in.
As you are watching the process, I would like you to make someone that is watching the process of the feathers being plucked from the phoenix can make an Arcana check. Arcana, or I will also take, I guess, medicine.
Can there be any sort of assistance on this, or no?
It's very obscure, so
I'm assuming Talon has a better Arcana score than I do.
I gotta. Yeah. Is only one person rolling?
I'll take two. I'll take one person doing.
I have
Okay.
a 7.
I have a 7 as well, but you've been rolling better than me tonight. Go nuts.
No.
Okay, I'll roll.
And-
All right. No, okay, let's go.
I rolled a 29. I just didn't want to. Like.
I rolled a 12.
Take
What
a
the
roll.
fuck?
I rolled a natural 19.
I hate this.
Okay. Talon, on the 29, you see the process that the fire giant is going through, pulling the feathers from the phoenix, does damage it. And best guess, that phoenix can go through that process maybe 7 times before it erupts. Just make me an intelligence check.
Natural 19 for 24.
Okay. This phoenix has maybe 2 more moltings before it erupts. As you
And
guys-
the eruption is when it turns back into an egg, right?
yes.
Okay.
If you want to wait and watch and see what happens, you can.
This is your call, Fable.
How long does it take between each? So the longer we wait, the bigger chance there is of us getting caught.
You don't know yet. You guys have only been here a couple of minutes.
Okay.
So you don't know how long the process takes.
I think. I honestly think one of our best shots is to take advantage of the explosion. And get in and try to grab it. And get out, and if we don't get out, then we fight. But sending one of us, like me, down there to grab it in the midst of everything might be, I'm not gonna say safest, but might be the best plan of attack.
If we need somebody in and out quick, I'm pretty speedy. I can
It's
get
more
up and-
that it's more that I can be invisible, fly in, and grab it and fly out. Without making a single attack. Without doing any damage or letting them know I'm there. If I could grab it during the explosion, as soon as it forms or something, I can then get the fuck out. And it will be like it vanished. Or something.
How big are these eggs?
Big enough to house something like that. I'm guessing I'll have to wrap my whole body around it and teleport us out or fly out with it. Or I was kind of planning, if it's loud down there, on thunder stepping away.
Do we know if any of the creatures that are below us can naturally see invisibility?
You don't suspect so.
Okay.
It's me trying to get out with the least possibility
Yeah.
damage to the Phoenix than possible on our still. I know the soul right now wants to agree with us, but when body and soul are united, if the body is angry at us, that might go very badly. I'm trying not to let it. Now, if something goes wrong, I don't think you're all just gonna leave me in there to die. But if it goes right, we might be able to sneak out quickly. You're as you mentioned, you are very fast. You and Talroth are very sneaky. Two of you are still fucking invisible. And we can get out the way we came in really fast. If you-
Cody, would an egg count as a creature?
Ooh, sure.
And how far, like where the Phoenix is from our position, how far is it?
I am attempting to figure that out right now.
Because I can technically bring a creature with me with the Thunderstep, and it's a 90-foot range, and if it's already loud down there and there's already explosions happening, there's a possibility that I could just yeet it and we go.
30 feet down, about 120 feet away.
At 150 feet, I can just teleport it to us.
Oh my god, that's so much better. Okay, good. Conceptually, we're good. I'm on board. Let's go. Let's try that. Let's fucking try that.
And the question is if you just want me to wait till it's an egg or if it's a Phoenix, because it's just a creature with no size restriction.
However, we are currently up here, and it will immediately draw eyes to where we...
Yes.
I feel like doing it
That
when
was a
it's an
joke.
egg.
That was a joke. I'm not going to teleport a
Was it?
gargantuan Phoenix into the hall with us.
I
Listen,
mean,
it would be very funny. I'm on board with trying that. I mean, that's the thing is concept. Fable and Pixie do not need to just go yeet in and be a hero and grab the egg alone. I was suggesting it because I can mimic fire effects with my body, and I can summon that Phoenix spirit to disguise myself and all of this shit. Like, I had plans in mind for ways to make it seem like things were normal. But if we can do that without anyone physically going in there, that's great. That's better.
Yeah, I just had to ask if an egg was a creature. before
Otherwise, you
suggesting
grab it
that.
right before it explodes, and we all
Yeah.
just duck and cover. Like, egg, go! Like, I'll be ready with mass cure wounds. Let's go. So I'm on board.
Yeah, unless you guys tell me it's not, I'm fine with it. I'm good. Okay.
Okay.
You watch the whole process. The feather refining process takes about 20 minutes. The gripping of the feathers of the phoenix, pulling them out largely in bulk, lining them up, hammering them out, refining them. There is a definite process to the work. The sparks that shower off of it drip and hit the ground, releasing little like spark baby, not quite mephits, but little flames of sentience and energy. You watch the fire giant complete that current process he was on. And then he starts the whole thing. You see it. You know it's going to be about another 20 minutes. As he wraps up that one, he goes to the 6th for the 7th, gets his fingers into the bird's feathers, and this time he does it with 2 hands. And you can't quite really see. He's got a very big body. You guys are at his back. You are not within 60 feet, so you do not need to worry about the fiery explosion as the phoenix reaches the end of this current life cycle. You can see the flames engulf the fire giant and all of the fire elementals behind them. They are immune to fire, so this is, while you can see the room is sort of blackened and charred, nothing in here is flammable. Everything in here is metal.
So just really hot for about 30 seconds.
Yeah. You watch when the flash is done. Fire giant stands there for a moment and then turns with the egg in hand and takes it over to his anvil. And you see the Myrmidons begin to gather.
Fable grabs Talon wherever invisible he is in a panic because it looks like they are about to force crack this egg open.
Yeah, as soon as Talon's able to see the egg, like when the fire giant turns around and is holding it, that's Vortex Warp 4th level for 150 feet.
Okay. Read me the text of Vortex Warp, please.
You magically twist the space around another creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. It can choose to fail, or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice you can see within range.
Okay.
The chosen space must be on a surface or in a liquid that can support the target without the target having to squeeze.
So here's the deal. The fire giant has the egg. The egg has no stats. So I'm going to let the fire giant make the Constitution save. Or I will, if you want me to make it with the Phoenix stats, I will let you know they are not very different. Or I can average
your
them.
call on that.
Yeah. Let's make it. We'll call it an average because he has it, right? And a lot of magics, when something is being held, whatever is holding it gets the saving throw from you trying to teleport it away. So it is grappled. So it has a +10 on the Constitution, on the Constitution saving throw. So here we go. That is a natural 7 for a 17.
Save is 20.
Okay. There you go. So the egg, which is about the size of a medium creature, does vanish from the fire giant's hand, who rapidly begins to turn and look around. We're gonna act like we're in initiative, but you guys can go. You'll go first, sort of all of you if you want, and then they'll go, just so we can kind of track
Oh, I
turns.
flipped. I was ready. I was excited.
I appreciate that.
I flipped and I got a good card, so I'm gonna save that for when we're actually fighting later.
You're not
There.
quite in combat,
Okay.
but I think turns are going to matter at this point. So rather than having to try to track it that way, I'm going to give you guys the benefit. But we are acting in that situation. So Talon just took his turn, so we're going to call that his turn. Talroth or Clever Stitch, do you guys have anything you would like to do immediately? I'm guessing Talon and Fable are at the side door. So you guys can be behind them. You can kind of see around the corner. But you see this egg. The egg is the size of a medium creature. It is probably 130 pounds, 140 pounds. Like, it's...
Treasure, your time has come. Like, take it, grow, run. Like, I feel like now's the time to grow. Pick it up.
Since things have kicked off, I'm gonna just have my bow out and at the ready, and I'm trying to keep an eye out for things that notice us. Ready to snipe a thing if it becomes aggressive in our direction, not just generally aggressive, because all hell is about to break loose.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Talroth.
Yeah, the only thing I can really think of is just going back the way we came and just seeing if anybody was coming down those stairs.
Okay.
Because since we still have to try to get out somehow.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you take off back up the stairs. Nothing is moving that direction yet. You're just on the safe side of the anti-magic field, which you guys know is about 10, 15 feet. Yeah,
I have a question.
go for it.
If I'm invisible and I pick up the egg, is the egg now invisible?
No.
Darn.
The egg wasn't on you when you cast invisibility.
Okay.
So, and if the
I-
egg's a creature, it needs to be targeted by invisibility itself.
You have a plan, Fable?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Because the egg is a creature.
Okay.
May I?
Yeah.
I would like to reach out, hands on the egg, and cast polymorph. And turn it into something small that we can just put in our pockets for a couple minutes while we run.
Okay.
We'll turn it back. It's fine. I will dispel it when we get somewhere safe. But I don't want to haul a 130-pound egg through the streets. Can I just turn it into a mouse? Put it in a bag. Let's go.
Okay. So you touch the egg. You are gonna take a chunk of fire damage.
That's fine. Whatever.
That is 10, 15.
I don't actually have to touch. I just realized it's not even a touch spell. It's a range spell. I'm just an extra bitch.
Okay.
I'm
All
not
right.
gonna touch it. I'm just gonna. Hold on. Just gesture at it.
Okay. Let's see.
60-foot range.
Treasure sitting there about to pick it up, just looking at Fable.
In my head, screaming, "Don't hurt it! Whatever I turn it into, just protect it! Don't hurt it!"
What is the saving throw?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? Okay. Let's see what it's got. 18.
God damn it! Okay. Never mind. I have no plan.
Well then, I guess I'm picking it up and we are running out.
Okay, Treasure, you're gonna take. You'll take the 24 points of fire damage I just rolled. Reduced.
Halved, I'm guessing, because
Yeah.
Yep.
Reduced to 12. Every round that you are holding it, every round you touch it, anytime it's touched, it deals 66 fire damage, but only once per round. So.
That's fine. I'm gonna be at this for a bit, and I'm probably the best person right here to carry this thing.
Yeah.
And if we need to hot potato it some, eventually we probably can if we really, really need to.
Okay.
Do I need to strength check or grow or anything to hold this massive monster? I mean, I've picked up the party members and they're medium, so.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah, this egg is bigger than Fable.
Nah,
Like
you're-
she could fit in it, but heavier.
Yeah.
It's heavier than Fable. About the same size. I could curl up in it.
No, I don't think you need to make an athletics check. I think technically you're grappling it because it's a creature, so your speed would normally be reduced. So you're moving at 20 feet per round rather than your 40. If you want to use your action to make an athletics check, I'll give you, or you can dash, get your full speed, basically.
I'm gonna dash. This is gonna be the fastest game of hot egg potato.
Okay. Yeah. So you start to
That's the crazed, unhinged art we need.
yeah. Tauroth, you see Treasure running down the hallway at you with a phoenix egg.
I'm literally listening for Talroth and Stitch because I'm sure I can't see a whole lot around this egg.
I mean-
I'm listening for Talroth and Stitch to guide me.
You can see. Like, it doesn't have to be. It's like dwarf sized. Like dwarves are medium creatures too. You're tall. You can see over the egg, but it burns.
It's spicy. It's spicy. Guide me out. It's spicy. It's spicy.
The fire giant is going to yells out in giant, which you don't have to speak to really understand what it's saying. It says in giant Enignan, sound the alarm. Basically, it's going to dash towards its panic button. You know, next round it's going to hit it unless anybody can stop it. Talon, you are the one seeing this. The fire elementals do the same. They are a little faster, but not fast enough. Neither the fire elementals nor the myrmidons are quite fast enough because everybody had to come over and grab like the shackles and the weights, and they were very much across the room in this moment. But next turn they are going to hit that alarm. The fire giant is going to make a perception check at disadvantage to see Talon, because Talon is the one still. Talon and Fable are still in the nook.
I had
Talon's invisible.
Yeah.
I've cast 2 spells, so I would have been
never
not
mind.
invisible after pass
Hi.
one.
I had also, just to be honest, I had also said that I was keeping an eye out for whenever any of them
Okay.
got aggressive at us.
Yep.
So I will also have to be there.
Got it. So flat.
Just because
But you're ready to
I want to
snipe.
keep I want to
Thank
keep us honest because I'm ready to snipe.
Yeah. It does see you guys. So it rolled a natural 17, and it's got a pretty high plus, and you guys aren't exactly being stealthy at this moment. So yeah, it does see you there at the door, but it saw you after it had told everybody to hit the alarm. So it will adjust its tactics next turn. Probably still going to hit the alarm. If you want to shoot it, you can. We're going to go back. It is you guys' turn. I'm going to go from left to right unless anybody has something they really want to do first. Okay. Talon.
Well, your
so
left to right looks different than mine.
Sorry.
So the fire giants and the myrmidons, they will each reach their respective
Buttons.
alarms
Yeah.
next round, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Vortex Warp at 2nd level on the giant and just teleport him 90 feet back away from the button.
Okay. Vortex Warp, does it have a size limit on the size of creature?
It does not.
Okay.
No, it just says a creature you can see.
All
You can
right.
make a Constitution saving throw for
That's
me.
why he could have brought the phoenix to us. Is he was like,
Cool.
yeah.
Constitution saving throw of a plus 10, natural 3 for a 13. So that does push him
Hills.
90 feet
Yeah,
back
so just
up against the wall.
90 feet away from me, that is. So just
Okay.
as far away from the button as I'm able to get him.
Yeah, absolutely. You away from you and away from the button are pretty much the same thing at this point.
Okay.
Anything else, Talon?
Nope.
Oh,
Just hang out.
are you gonna stay put? Or are you gonna start moving?
I will start moving.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're gonna start heading out. Got it.
Yeah.
Clever Stitch, Talroth.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move. It's like I see treasure coming up,
Yep.
or the egg coming up. I'm just like, that's weird. gonna go through that anti-magic field again, just get
Okay.
to the other side of it, and again just keeping an eye if anybody is coming down.
Okay. So far, you don't know this, but the alarm hasn't been sounded yet. You don't see anybody coming. You get to the other side. Are you dashing?
I don't want to get too far ahead.
That's fine. Just
but-
double checking. So, okay. Sounds good. Clever Stitch.
Is there a way using grasping arrow or something that I can shoot the alarm switch or whatever it is that the Myrmidons are about to hit to try and jam it?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Make an attack roll.
Please. Oh. A natural 7 for a modified 20.
Okay. Roll damage.
Okay. That's gonna be this plus
Yeah. Add your grasping arrow damage to it.
plus that for ice. Plus oh wait, no, I did that damage wrong. I'm gonna have to slightly modify that. And then I mean, so the grasping arrow does poison damage.
That's fine.
So it's not like it's really
It's not quite grasping as much as we all would like it to.
so it's
grasp.
I mean, like, it does grasp because it reduces speed and
Yeah.
it hurts people whenever they move, so like
Yeah.
it's brambles in so much as that.
Yeah,
but,
brambles. I get it. I'm on
so
board.
it's 9 piercing damage, 6 cold damage, and 5 poison damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna reduce the cold damage just for the environment that you're in
Yep.
down to
That
3.
makes sense.
So that is 12 plus 5,
9,
17.
17.
So okay, I'm gonna.
And I
though-
can shoot it some more if I need to, but I would prefer not to.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Like, I mean, just because I don't particularly want to keep throwing my arcane shots yet.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do any more arcane shots. I think for the fiction of it, the grasping arrow is there. If you
Perfect.
want to do more, basically the damage you do, I'm gonna make them have to roll it for athletics. On
Okay,
it.
perfect. Then I will continue dropping some shots. I'll do, because I have 2 more, so I'll do 2 more of them.
Okay, are you doing all of them into the Myrmidon one, or are you gonna also hit the?
For now, I'm gonna do the Myrmidon one
Got it.
because in theory it'll take the giant another round
Yeah.
to get.
Yeah, it's gonna take him 1 round to get halfway. Then the round after, he would be able to.
Perfect. It was a 24 to hit and a 26.
Yep.
So I will just tell you grand total damage. So that's 8. 19 piercing damage and 6 cold damage. That 6 is already halved from the
Okay.
12 that I rolled. So another 25.
So 25 plus 17 for 42. Sounds
Yes.
good. Cumulative 42 for them to hit that button. All right. Treasure.
I'm staying put.
Staying put. Thank you. Treasure and Fable.
I will go first. I would like to possibly use this in the one place where it might actually be effective the whole campaign, maybe, and summon my Phoenix spirit
Okay.
in hopes of at least convincing them for a few minutes that it has escaped on its own and is coming back to kill them.
Okay.
Maybe they'll focus on that. So it's cast within 60 feet of me.
Okay.
So I'd like to cast it into the room.
Okay.
I would like it to appear in a flurry of fire.
Okay.
And Phoenix.
Sure.
It will take its turn after me. It is considered an ally, and it will take its turn after. It shares my initiative, but it'll take its turn next, essentially. So I cast that. I have all its stats up and ready. And then I'm making a fucking choice. I am running to catch up with Treasure.
Okay.
Because if this thing can help us fight or get the fuck out, I think now's the time. So I'm going to run to catch up with Treasure and think at her. Thank God for the telepathy thing. Remember what I said. Remember what I said. I'm coming. Like, she's just in case. She's like, Like, ow. My elbow.
Okay, make me a performance check for the Phoenix.
Please roll well. Please fucking roll well. Why? I'm doing it again! Twice on my best fucking skill. I'm gonna roll real dice.
Do it.
A 16. No, I didn't roll real dice. I rolled these things. 16.
Okay, all right. There's definitely a pause and moment for them seeing the Phoenix in here, but they are immune to fire. So Phoenix in general is they're specifically down here because the Phoenix doesn't really hurt them.
That's fine. I'm hoping they'll try to catch it instead of
Yeah.
focusing on us for a minute.
I mean, some of them are
Like,
definitely
that's
gonna fight that thing. So
they are
yeah.
welcome to fight it. It has other attacks that have nothing to do with fire.
Yeah,
But like,
absolutely.
and I'm aware of the fire nature of them. But
Yep.
I'm hoping it will give them something else to focus on for a minute.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't need them to be scared of it. I don't need them to be like, what the fuck? I need them to do their job and do what they do to phoenixes.
Great.
Like,
Treasure.
I gave them one.
Okay, so I know Talroth is ahead of me. I know the other two are behind, and Fable's catching up, and she signaled me. Was it signal me to slow down so she can catch up, or signal me to haul ass and get out?
How fast are you able to run with the egg?
20.
Then I'll catch up fairly quickly.
Okay.
It was just remember what I said. Your job is to make sure that no matter what happens, everybody's fine. Everyone's taking whatever, and that counts this egg for a moment. But
Yeah,
she's
so-
gonna try to catch up.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, that's
still
fine.
trying to run
Yeah.
towards Talroth, but essentially going to shift the egg and just kind of thumbs up a bit to Fable. Like, yep, we got
Okay.
it.
Through the area you go. The bad guys take their turn. 3 of the Myrmidons are going to make their athletics checks, trying to hammer that button. The rest of the fire elementals are going to focus on the Phoenix soul that was summoned. The Myrmidons actually have a strength score.
Oh, I get to have an attack. Apologies. I just said it takes its turn after us.
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you. Apologies. So it is going to use, the fuck is it? There you go. It's gonna bite and claw. It's gonna skip its breath weapon. Oh no, it's gonna do its breath weapon, that's fine. And because I've had it be fire, it's gonna be fire. I know they're immune, so I'm not even gonna fucking bother with that shit. Just to save us time. And because they're fully immune, not like, so, and then it's going to bite and claw.
Okay, bite and claw.
Using your spell attack modifier to hit one target. And it makes it half the spell's level rounded down, so it'll make 2 bite and claw attacks. Got
Okay.
it. 10 plus my spell, and so plus 13. So roll that plus, there we go. Roll to hit, bitch. 12 on the first one. Miss.
Misses the fire
Yep,
elemental.
that's fine. 14 on the second one.
That'll hit.
Okay, so that is going to be 1d6 plus 4 plus the spell's level of piercing damage. It's a 5th level spell, so 1d6 plus 4 plus 5. So 3, 7, 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay, 12 points of piercing damage.
Fastest I've ever done math in my life.
Sounds good.
I'm done!
The Myrmidons hammer away most of the button. You know that a solid check from one of them next turn is going to push that. And the giant dashes. He makes it about halfway across the room again. He's going to make it to the button next turn. All right, Talon.
I think still just moving to catch up with Treasure in the Egg.
Okay.
He's gonna drink that potion of stone skin,
Okay,
and I think that's what I got.
sounds good. Clever Stitch and Talroth.
Yeah, I'm just staying far enough ahead so that way when Treasure catches up, I can just move up again.
Okay.
So I'm just, again, still keeping an eye out, just watching.
Okay, sounds good. Clever Stitch.
I am going to. I'm gonna go ahead and. Fuck it. Okay, I'm gonna shoot one arrow at the fire giant, and
Okay.
I'm gonna probably make that a arcane shot. Oof, a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Oh, I don't know, man.
You're
Fire
good.
giants freak me out.
Yeah, man. He's big. He's wearing
then-
plate. He's got an 18, but
I'm
yeah.
gonna make that a beguiling shot to
Okay.
try and charm him.
Okay.
So I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. +2 on the wisdom save. Let's see how he does.
I've never had somebody fail one of these.
11 + 2 for 13.
He failed it.
There you
okay,
go.
it was a DC 15, so he
Okay.
is now charmed by. Can I be one of my allies?
Sure.
I've never thought about
Can
that
I be my own friend?
before, but so he will be charmed by me.
You are the only
not-
person he could possibly see of your party at this point.
I know, and that's the
Yeah.
thing. Otherwise, actually, I could have made that a shadow arrow instead and just blind him.
It's up to
and I
you.
probably should have, but it's the same saving throw. It's the same DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So he's actually gonna go ahead and be
Blind.
he's unable to see anything farther than 5 feet away from him.
Okay.
Until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
he, just cause he takes 8 piercing damage, 12 cold damage, probably halved, and
yeah.
then 3 psychic.
Okay. Total it up for me.
23 if nothing is halved.
Nothing halved.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
And then my other 2 shots are going to be on the that's a natural 1 for the first one against the button.
That's not gonna.
Then the second one is a natural 2 for a 15.
15 will.
Nice. So that's gonna be 9 piercing and 7 cold. So that's rounded down to 12 total.
Okay.
Or
12 total.
Or 4. Sorry, 13. Yeah, no, 12 total.
Which
12
button
total.
are you targeting?
The Myrmidon one.
Myrmidon
just
one.
to try and still hammer
Got
it
it.
home with it being fucked. And then I'm GTFOing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go back towards the party.
Okay. Sounds good. You guys are making your way. Fable and Treasure.
Fable is gonna try to close the distance between her and Treasure.
Okay.
Whilst I am running, I'm going to uncap and down like a shot the potion of invulnerability. Hey,
Okay.
I did a smart. If I'm about to explode when I touch this fucking egg, I'd like to take less damage. So I take, and then am I able to catch up with her this movement round, or does she need to double back a little bit?
So she has moved 40, 80. What's your?
And I moved 30, 30, so I moved 60, so I'm still 20 feet behind her.
Yep.
Okay,
Is that with me halved because of
You were
holding
dashing,
Zig?
I thought.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I have been taking damage each turn while holding egg.
Thank you.
Thank you. So she is just going to, is there a side room somewhere or a closet along this hallway? It's just fucking hall. That's fine. She's going to think, I don't want
Whatever-
to think throw it at me, but
Whatever.
like,
Currently, whatever you think at Treasure, she will not hear. She is
Oh.
on the other side of the anti-magic field.
oh, it won't pass through. Shit. Then is it still really loud in here?
No, it is very quiet.
Then I won't do that. I just fucking need to get there. I can't dash. I can't dash. I can't anything. That's all I fucking got then is just me running.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're all right. Yeah, Treasure just made it to the other side of the I actually think she might be like in the middle of it, but you continue to run, Treasure, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I know is that Fable's trying to catch up to me, but in the same, in the same sense, we were trying to keep everybody back. She might glance back and just do a quick head count
Sure,
and
yeah.
check where Talroth is.
Okay, yeah, Talroth on his next turn, Talroth will probably start to make it. He's started to go up, so he's going to start to make it back out to the exit, right? Where the noise of the upper floor is going to be. Treasure, you're just past the anti-magic field. You can turn around. You do see Fable back there. You see sort of everybody at this point. Clever Stitch just rounding the corner and starting to come your way.
And Treasure's gonna look up to Talroth and give him the thumbs up that, she counted and everybody's still there. Because I don't know if I can still do the head thing if I'm... Okay.
You can talk to Talroth. You guys are on the right side of the field.
So I'll tell him, it looks like all of us made it out. They're still running and they're, X amount behind me.
Yeah, I'm just going to hold up here until we're all here.
Okay, sounds good. Bad guys on their turn. They're going to keep trying on that button. Oh my lord.
And I'm gonna keep fighting with the fucking thing I forget.
Yeah, go for it.
Yep. Miss.
11, 13.
Hit.
The three of them, natural 10, natural 1, natural 4, and they have a +1, the fire elementals. Normal fire elementals have +0.
10 piercing damage to one of the enemies. I missed on the first one again. I hit on the second.
All right, that is to... Yep, that is to a fire elemental. Thank you.
It going to claw. It going to attack.
Okay. The fire giant is gonna make it. He's gonna make it to the wall. He is blind. You put an arrow in that one? No. Okay. So I'm gonna make him a perception check at disadvantage to see if he can find it. Natural 3, so no. So next turn he will be there and will hit it, but you don't hear any alarms going off, not that you would know. And there you go. Talon. Just dashing.
Running to catch up, dash. Yep.
Okay. Clever Stitch, dashing.
Yes. Yeah, I'll go ahead and dash.
Okay. Talroth, you're waiting. We can come back to your turn. Fable, dashing.
Yes.
Yeah,
well, if she stopped, I should just be able to catch up him in normal.
I mean, she kept... Did you stop last turn, Treasure? You kept moving.
I moved until I was able to see Talroth up.
Okay.
And then turned to do the head count.
Yeah,
so
that's
I would
why I
have had
thought
to stop.
she was still in. If she was still in range there.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Then I would like to catch up with my normal movement.
Okay.
And reach out for the fucking egg.
Okay. Yeah, you reach out and grab the egg. You are going to take 24 points of fire damage.
Yes, I am. That's halved currently because I drank the fucking potion.
Okay.
Go me! I made a good choice. How about I type it on the right computer instead of the one that is not open to the D&D Beyond? All right, I was like, why didn't it do? That's why. So I took my damage halved, please, and thank you.
You have the egg.
Does anything happen? Do they just know to communicate?
It burns.
Fuck! Okay. I don't know how to put it back in. I don't know how to put it back in. But I have a concept, so I'm just gonna fucking do it. She's gonna look at Treasure. Back the fuck up. Like, I know you take half damage, but you've been taking damage for like 3 rounds now.
I'm still good.
She is going to,
Treasure's fine.
she is going to cast her mantle of flame, enwreathing both herself and her hands and body that are gripping this egg in fire.
Yep, there is a resonance there.
Good. Okay. We've got some I unfortunately have an idea of what I'm going to have to do, and I hate it, but I'm going to have to.
Okay.
I have an ability, but I have to be a phoenix for it to happen. Carry on, that's my turn.
Okay. The bad guys make it to the buttons this turn. Let's see if the fire giant's gonna hit his. So now you, Tauroth, up front, you hear this alarm go off, and you begin to hear the magic equivalent of like rolling crash doors closing over all of the entrances. Anyone can go. I'm gonna say you guys are just passing. The last two of you are just passing the anti-magic field. So you're all on the right side. You can all talk to each other. You have a moment. What would you like to do?
She looks in a panic up at Talon as she is on fire and this egg is... And she's... I don't know how to make them talk. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Talon's gonna try to mind link with the egg.
Okay. The egg is a feral entity. It has only the remnants of a consciousness remaining within it. There is no personality to mind link it to. It would be similar to someone attempting to mind link to your Kori spirit. It knows what you know, and that's it. It doesn't really exist on its own. Yeah.
Okay, so that one. I think we need to worry about running that. No, let's get out and then figure it out.
Did we have a teleport out?
I think it needs our help to get out. I think we need its help to get out. If they're locking everything down.
Yeah, the doors and windows all slam shut. So we're either trying to find a way out, or we are going to have to kill everybody in here.
But this thing is strong enough, in theory, if it's reconnected to itself.
Or if we can find a control room of sorts, and he'll
We're not going to have time to find a control room, not with all them fuckers up there.
If it's that, or we kill everybody, then we're gonna have to deal with it. If we might find a room similar to whenever we were in that elemental tube place, underneath the four corners.
Oh, fuck the biomancers. God damn it.
Yes, it's something at least.
Shit.
I don't know if we can find it or if it will be here. But if we're not able to talk to that egg, then we need to do that probably.
You know where the offices are.
The unfortunate thing is, in 4 Points, Stitch, you almost died trying to get to those offices. I'd much like to just try to get this egg open and see if it can help us to get out. Because at this point, I'm not even sure I can take down those doors and windows.
And we also got a potentially pissed off Duskwood up there.
Yeah, that's another problem.
Every time the Phoenix Soul has revealed itself, it's been because I let it, or I lost control. So, give me one shot before we run out here with this thing and put ourselves out of the frying pan, as it were, and into the literal fire. Let me try. Please.
And Treasure's gonna take the step back. Like, she's gonna set the egg down and take the step back.
And, Fable just is going to absolutely just... What is the spell? Hold on. she is going to cast Immolation on herself. It is big fire. She's gonna take half damage anyway because she has the potion, even if she saves her own saving throw. Like, she's doing it to herself. But if she counts as a creature she can see within range, she is going to light herself on fire completely. All of her.
You can choose to fail.
I am choosing to fail. It'll take half damage no matter what.
Yep.
It is 4d6 fire damage. So I will roll that really fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 10. Oh my god, thank god. I mean, shit, technically it's 13 because I have Mantle of Flame, so I'm giving stronger damage. Or no, because I have the thing, because I'm an idiot, but it's fine. Still, that is rounded down a 6, or rounded up a 6.
Okay.
Damage. That was, thank god, I rolled low on those. And she is going to hope desperately that the phoenix comes out, that the soul, it does the thing and tries to connect. She's focusing on it just like she did earlier to try to have that thing take over. Okay.
Yeah, make a it's not a saving throw if you're trying to will it to happen.
I'm trying on purpose to bring it out this time. Like I did when I was focusing a little, I did the wisdom save to like stop from going crazy. At this point, she knows it's a solid possibility that it's going to have to take over for a minute. So if she fails, she fails.
Okay, make a wisdom check.
She's going to choose to fail.
Yes.
You need me to make it. Okay,
yes,
got it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I need...
doesn't matter. I failed anyway. 11. Like I'm not good at that skill.
That's fine. I get it.
I was like, watch this be the one time I roll a nat 20, and I'm like, never mind. Like,
I would like the rest of you to make perception checks.
Natural 20 for a 26.
oh,
15.
26.
15.
good God.
15 is what I was looking for, but
Both
for the,
sides, the
for the
26
rest
is
of
the-
you, that's fine.
The harmony, guys.
I like
Look
it.
at that.
I like it. I would also like everyone but Fable to make a history check.
Oh, fuck me.
Modified 20.
Nice.
18.
Okay.
28.
Okay.
11. I actually didn't do this well.
Treasure, you're nothing sparks to your mind, but for the rest of you, as you look at Fable and the flames of the immolation wreath her, and they dance along her cracking skin, the steam pouring off and evaporating immediately of her ice genasi stylings. The air and the water combined, breaking apart along the fire's seams. You do see the outline of I think I renamed him Igneal, of the Fire Prince Igneal. You see his high plumage along his back, and he is there. You all do also know there is... You remember Fable talking a lot about her exploding when she goes unconscious. As she nears death, there is the eruption of that phoenix-like soul. Looking over the prince, he seems very much in this moment trapped within her. You are privy to memories, images, ideas that, if this is an egg, when she goes Nova. That should release Ignil.
That's literally what I said in our chat.
I know.
Oh, fuck. I was hoping to avoid it. I was hoping enough, but I was concerned.
So she has to hit 0.
Yeah.
If I can't see that things are changing, or you watch as Fable tries to push harder and do more in a desperate urge to reconnect these two
Okay.
and do anything useful.
So so the round that you cast Immolate on, you guys had the round to watch, talk. There's 6 seconds. I'm not giving you any other actions in that. I don't think you did much else. This is a new round. You know that the alarms are still sounding. Talroth, you can still hear the gates closing. You think by the end of next round they will be shut. You get the ideas, but you don't in this moment know what I don't know what you want to do. Fable, you continue to take Immolate damage, and egg damage, fire egg damage, as you are holding fire egg. There's 24 points of fire damage, half to 12, and Immolate 4d6.
Already rolled it.
Great. I'm assuming you choose to fail. She is burning up.
Treasure would look at this like she really doesn't want to do this, but there isn't a whole lot of choice. And she'd look at Talon, Stitcher, Talroth and be like, if we do this, can you bring her back?
And he pulls out the greater healing potion that you guys gave him, and he hands it to Treasure.
No, you're going to hold on to that because I'm about to do something I never want to have to do again. And she's going to light up Bloodburner and Rage and just say, I'm so sorry. And just go for the attack.
Okay. Make the attack.
Well, 1 second, because I got to Rage first.
Okay.
As she's doing that, I'm putting my hand on the Staff of Gyron to just get that Cure Wounds ready on it.
Okay.
As a reaction, can I drop Mantle of Flame?
You need Mantle of Flame up.
Okay. It's just doing extra fire damage. It's not protecting me.
I know. You attempt to do it, and it
I can't.
refuses.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. Got it.
I'm gonna, not that it'll really do a whole lot to help because I'm not a sword person, but I have a short sword that I'm gonna grab the butt of to be able to help Treasure if she needs it to try and get her down. And
if she doesn't finish it.
yeah, if she doesn't put her down, because I don't want to like shoot her.
Yeah.
This is just, we're gonna have to have group therapy after this as a team. So, you all had to kill your party member for the good of the world. How did it feel? Traumatic, bitch!
Yeah, if I see Stitch pulling the sword out, I'm gonna look at him. Don't get in the way.
She might hurt
Fable, you're
him.
considered an elemental, correct?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. God damn it.
Well, because I just rolled Krampus. Until your rage ends, I get advantages on elementals.
Okay.
So let's
I think technically she's a humanoid, but I'll give it to you. I mean, you can also reckless attack. It's
I'm
not-
gonna reckless attack either
yeah,
way,
it's
so
either way. Yeah.
natural 16 for the first hit.
Fable, how many hit points do you have?
76. That does hit. But no, and yeah, just 100%. Again, whoever needs to hit me, fucking hit me. Go goddamn nuts.
The
I don't know
second-
that she'll be able to. I actually have too many hit points. I'm not sure she'll be able to get down herself.
If she crits, she will.
If I
If she
crit.
crits, she will. Yeah, but yeah, if not, yeah,
The second one is not a crit. It is a 24.
also hits.
All right.
The third one is not a crit either. It is another 29.
I will give you the crit. We will call her a helpless creature
Yeah,
Okay.
no shit.
on this one, on the last one. So
Do you want me to roll damage, or is
we're no, I don't. I think that belabors the point. Treasure chokes down on Bloodburner, and with a rage of pain and anguish that you all have not seen, 3 mighty blows cleave into Fable, the last of which seems to tear through her and crack into the Phoenix egg. Fable, what happens when you hit 0 hit points?
Phoenix Spark. Where the fuck? If you are reduced to 0 hit points, use your reaction to draw on the spark of the Phoenix, being reborn in an instant. 1 reaction.
And I believe.
I also explode.
Yep.
Where did it go? It is a. There it is. If you use this feature while under the effects of your mantle flame, that feature instead deals fire damage equal to. Let me scroll up, you son of a bitch. There we go. If you're reduced to 0 hit points, you are instead reduced to 1 hit point. And each creature within 10 feet of you takes fire damage equal to half of your sorcerer plus your charisma modifier. If you use this feature while under the effects of your mental flame, this feature instead deals fire damage equal to your sorcerer level plus double your charisma modifier. Either way, anyone who's close, and that's one of the reasons that everyone needs, if y'all have seen her explode, you know this is about to happen. She is going to explode in a 10-foot radius, and it will be, my sorcerer level is 10, and so that is 10 plus double my charisma modifier, 16 points of fire damage to anyone who's in range.
I'm gonna say that's all of you. I also don't. This is technically just nominal damage.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Do
it was
I
bad
have?
at early.
You
it was
do.
bad
Yeah,
at 6th
yeah.
level when she started it. Like
Yeah.
when this started being a thing, that could have knocked people the fuck out. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you guys haven't been hit by anything.
No.
The fiery death and rebirth of the Phoenix does kick in as well, as Fable's flames are drawn into the egg. There is an eruption. I need everyone but Fable to make dexterity saving throws.
I'm gonna use Indomitable.
Okay.
3.
Actually, I lied. I'm not, because he's just kind of trying to stand there with Fable, so I rolled a 9.
Okay. 20 is the DC.
28.
Okay.
15, but I was also like directly in line of fire, so.
Yeah. It's 22 points of fire damage to the people that failed. The egg erupts, and as much as the flame begins to carry itself out, it ignites through this hallway, and you see that anti-magic field for a moment buffer against the flames, but then you see the stones above it begin to melt, and the runes and glyphs that had held it in place, the stone that was once the house of this glyph, it is melting in such a way that it dissipates. The ceiling above you begins to drip like a thick molasses at first, and then it slowly becomes more and more liquid. A light that is akin to the elemental sun. This bright white that reaches out from this subterranean bowel up through the ceiling that is the floor of that elemental airship, up through the crates, up through the walls, up through the ceilings, up through all of these things that were once upon a time designed to resist and exist here. Experience a type of fire and flaming fusion that even the elemental princes have seldom seen. And this phoenix light bursts through the floor. You guys hear the panic up above as this spreading white fiery light. You all shield your eyes. There is no Constitution saving throw, but before the moment you go blind, you see the visage of Igneal holding Fable in its arms as the light and the destruction of this base, of this dock, of this, more than this entire block, this chunk of the city is reduced to ash. You feel the grace and the appreciation of this Phoenix Prince. And in the bright white that you are unable to shield yourselves from, the blindness that sets in suddenly turns black. And you all lose consciousness. And that is where we are going to end our adventure for today.
How dare you!
You all survive. I don't mind telling you that. You don't need to worry about the enemies that were upstairs. Don't mind telling you that. Or the enemies that were downstairs.
Treasure, you have one less sibling-in-law to worry about. Clearly a power-hungry one, so fuck off. Like,
What
Yep.
happened? Shipping accident.
it's a
Absolutely.
dangerous business working with the elements, you know? The fireplace, it's a dangerous world out there.
Absolutely.
He choked on his aspirations.
Hey.
Yeah, I did. Mustafar-related accident.
He didn't have the high ground.
It's true. Thank you guys for a wonderful session. Thank you so much. We are going to say good night. Are you the players okay? Everybody okay?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. We are going to say good night. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I'll be back later in the week. I'm going to try to do some campaign building streams and other things. And yeah, so until then, be cool.